オッケーオッケー。あ、インターネットか。大丈夫かこれ。不安定だ。インターネットかー。あ、いける？あ、キャラクター変えれなくなってびっくりしたわ。あ、いた。演出が激しすぎて全然見えないんだけど。あ、まだ生きてる。オッケーオッケー。でもちょっと不安定っぽいね。しょうがない。人多い時間だからしょうがないね。こればっかりは。オッケー。勝利先生の能力がいまいち分かってないな。大丈夫かな、配信くん。
This is a sword? Aha! It's a broken sword.
Okay.
This is proof. This proves that the god of salt had to fight back against the evil Morax. But sadly, she was defeated. The power of this sword surely is much greater than that of the Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler. If we can repair the sword, then we can show the world the mighty power of the god of salt.
It does look like something left behind after being defeated in battle.
Two pieces of a broken sword. From an archaeological perspective, these are two separate relics. According to the contract, you can only claim one.
Why? We were alternating claims to treasure, true. But Clement is no longer here.
Yes, but the only one object per claim clause still holds true. You cannot take two relics at the same time.
This logic!
ずっと不安定だな、ピットレート。
She seems like a good person, and no one is fighting over the treasure. How about you let this one slide, huh?
When there's a contract, nothing can be allowed to slide. If the contract is not followed, then it is broken.
No! If I only take one half, then it can't be repaired, and the power of the god of salt cannot be restored. No matter what, I must be faithful to her. Even if it breaks the contract, I don't care.
So you are already decided? Then there is a price to pay for breaking the contract.
Zhongli!
That is to say, you consign yourself to suffer the wrath of the rock.
That's okay. The god of salt gave up her life to protect her people. My sacrifice is nothing compared to that. Punish me however you want.
ああ、ここでポキッと折れてるん
Just let me take this proof
だ。
of my faith.
No, you can't hit her!
Perhaps that punishment would be easier for her. But as punishment, I will tell you the truth.
Huh? The truth? You mean the truth is my punishment?
Yes. The truth that I am about to tell you shall be your price to pay for breaking the contract. I'm afraid to say that the god of salt, Havria, was not the powerful god you imagine her to be. Rather, she was a small and weak god who yielded to all other gods. When it came to war, she lost, never able to win a seat among the seven.
What?
During the Archon War, the gods of this world used all their strength and cunning to vie for control of Tevat. But Havria instead chose to flee. She thought that by giving up before a fight could start, she could save herself and her people from the war. However, during such a long war, there is no end to the advances of aggressors. After making countless concessions, Havria lost all of her lands until only one small haven remained.
No. No! It can't be so.
In her last days, she had not even a single blade to defend her people with.
Not even a single blade? Then... this sword...
This sword is not a relic belonging to the god of salt, but is instead the murder weapon used to kill her.
Murder weapon? No! That's not true! That can't be true! You're trying to test my faith in the god of salt!
As I said before, I only state the facts.
Preposterous! You are a follower of Morax! Don't try to trick me!
Oh, that's sad.
Hey! Come back!
死にそうだよね。
Indeed. Otherwise, why would I use the truth as punishment? I did not want to tell her such cruel facts. But the contract was broken. Let's follow her deeper into the ruin. There, I fear, we will find something that will leave her no choice but to face the truth.
運びが。悲しいな。信じたものが
Are these statue thingies
逃げてるな。
running? What will we find ahead?
本当だ、逃げて。
Salt
助けてください。
and
助けてください。
betrayal.
逃げてる。ああ、逃げてる。一生懸命何かから逃げようとしている。大事件が起こることを予期しているみたい。逃げてる。ここの部屋から逃げてるんだ。なんかシャリンシャリン言ってる。ここに鈴がついてるからシャリンシャリン言うな。うわーって顔してる。
What are all these? What did they see? What did they do? What happened?
Since you do not trust me, let us continue onward. That which lies beyond this door will show you all that happened back then.
「何かがここにいた」「何かを握っていたのか、力が入った姿勢をしている。おそらくそれは彼の」うわー、逃げろーって感じだな。これしか調べられないんだ。話しかけるか。信者を観察する。演歌を観察する。すべての中心に何が存在していたとしても、今は演歌しかない。
This is the scene of the crime. Havria's body dissipated, leaving nothing but these traces of salt. Her dying moments have since been frozen in time to this very day. The story continues that some among her people realized at last that this gentle, kind, but weak god could never protect anyone in wartime. The Archon War was cruel in the extreme. Instead of consigning her to the agony of defeat, they thought perhaps it would be better to give her a quick release.
But what about these statue
神
thingies?
自身が魔人を殺したのか。
No matter how weak the god, the power that flows forth when they are slain is beyond the strength of mortal coils to bear. Those who could not flee were thus transformed. Those of her people who were untouched by this disaster left for Liyue, where they sought refuge with Rex Lapis. Their descendants feared Havria's remnants and lived in terror that she had laid upon them an eternal curse. So they risked their lives to come here, to break the sword, and offer up obeisances in hopes that her anger might be appeased. But they need not have done so. For how could a god who had never once resisted, even till the end,
抵抗しなかっ
nurse
たの
hatred
か。
for her people in her heart?
Even if this is so, I can't. This must be a lie. A false history, all of it. Don't you dare try to shake my faith.
悲しいな。
Yikes. Zhongli didn't show any mercy this time either.
This is the price she must pay. Yet I would not call it a bad thing. Judging by how she appeared, I fear that she will struggle for a time. But even if she may not escape that struggle immediately, simply recognizing the truth is good enough for now.
噂で知ったんじゃないよね。
No, indeed. How sharp of you. Yet this is not a matter of wisdom, only age.
少し。
Faith in a god who has already passed will do you no good. So it is for Havria. And so it is for Morax also.
GE の人々もいつか理解するよ。
All right then. Now, would you like to accompany me in taking a trip to Guyanstone Forest?
Huh? What do you want to do, Zhongli?
Treading old ground, telling old stories. One cannot help but be reminded of old acquaintances.
宝箱だ。やったぜ。本格。ここ？ここから行くか。あっぶね、挑戦開始するとこだった。ぶねー。いやー、そう、結構進みましたよ。こっちに行ったんですよ。I went 稲妻。全然探索してないけどね。稲妻のストーリーもちょっとだけ進めてるんだけど、まだまだって感じ。いやーでキャラクターも増えました。こっちから見た方がいいかな。はるざんちゃん。放浪者スカラマッシュやったぜ。これね、さっき引いたの。今日引きました。今日引きました。でね、この子の稲妻の子ですね。この子はスメールの子ですね。かな？まあ、ここら辺も一応引いたけど。これは配布かな？コレイちゃん。スカラマッシュ、初めての星5。Yeah, my first 5 stars character. 勝利先生どこいんだ？はい。こいつは倒さないといけない？あ？どこいんだ勝利先生。死ぬ。何も見えません。何も見えない。やめておくれ。何も見えないです。 回復してくればよかった。余裕ぶっこいてきたわ。痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い。こいつ殺したい。オッケーオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケー。死ぬ死ぬ死ぬ死ぬ死ぬ。あ、どこ行った。あ、痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い。平蔵くんが一番攻撃しながら回復してくれるから最近使ってるの。よっ、オッケー。うわ、なんやあいつ。先にね、先に回復してから。よいしょ。オッケーオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケー。はあ、手間かけさせやがって。超負傷したじゃん普通に。これ中なんか、ああ、洗礼がいる。あ仲間の死を知らずに一人だけすやすや寝てる子がいるよ。かわいそうに。楽にしてあげようね。オッケー、ね、悲しき命を救ってあげました。この洗礼ちゃんどこ行くんだろう。これ連れて行きたいな。ちょっと勝利先生待ってて。ちょっと待っててね、勝利先生。この子を連れて行くからね。あそこね。Not Billy。仲間のいるところに連れて行ってあげたんです。寂しいでしょ、だって一人じゃ。オッケーオッケーオッケー。勝利先生どこいんだ。勝利先生どこいんだ。あ、上じゃん、上じゃん。戦わなくてよかったじゃん。ちょっと回復するわ一回。めっちゃ上いるやん。マジかよ。すんげえ頑張って戦ったのに。オッケー。上やん。なんやねんマジで。あ、どっから登るんだったかな。どっから登るんだったっけな。こっち側かな。こっちの方が効率いいわ。よっ。高いところにいるね、勝利先生。バグったバグった。危ない危ない。よっ。よっ。よっ。頑張ってガイアさん。登れるのかこれは。私、降りんとって。待って。足すごいことになってますけどね。そう。山登りが大変や、原神くんは。よいしょ。オッケー。オッケーオッケーオッケー。んで、なんかあるな。瞳があるな。絶対ルートこっちじゃなかったよね。お、ゆいみやん16093フォローありがとうございます。鳥の卵ある。よっ。よっ。お、あんなところに瞳があるじゃないですか。雨降ってきた。 岩の印。
Cryo is always far more effective in the rain. This
マ
is
ジで
going to
こん
get
なとこいいんだけ
interesting.
ど。これさ、ちょっと待ってね、処理する。これ取りたいんだけどさ。取りたいなー、これ。
This world is full of
よ。ごめんな、処理先生。処理先生、ごめん。先生。ごめんなさい。わざとじゃないんです。ごめんなさい。そんなつもりじゃ。ごめんな
Let's
さい。
move before the trail.
ごめんなさい。許して。
Now, I mentioned before that many gods of
びっくりし
old
た。
have been sealed beneath the Guyanstone forest. The Adepti have presently handed Liyue over to mortals, and Havria's time was even further in the past. The Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler that she left behind should not return to Liyue. To leave them here is to let them slumber. And it is also a homecoming.
それで何をすればいいの？
I ended an era with my own two hands. I've always wondered how I should remember that which I ended. History records, but history may be changed. This incident proved that. Time is a mighty force, and history's twist in its flow. I need to find a better way of recording history in order to engrave its truth. Stone carvings were one such ancient method, but unchanging stone, immovable earth, even one such as myself. Someday we may all disappear.
Zhongli.
Therefore, I thought of you, traveler. You are one who crosses the celestial atlas, and who passes through countless worlds. If our history is engraved in your memory, it will one day accompany you into another world. As long as a traveler like you is able to record what happened, then a backup of sorts will exist for times and tides of Tevat.
バックアップ。なるほど。それが同行してほしかった理由ですか？
Sounds like tough work.
よしってん
Now
ね、
then,
そんな言
It
い
is
回し。
time that we consigned both the Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler to the sea.
Why do we need to throw them into the sea?
As I said before, this
We're
is the place to which the
immortal?
remnants of many bygone gods are consigned. This includes Osial, Overlord of the Vortex,
あー、I
who the
don't
Jade Chamber
know.
most recently returned to this ocean prison.
不滅ではないんじゃない
Thousands
か
of
な。
years ago, the Adepti and I fought against the
ちゃんと持ってる。
turmoil that plagued every corner of this land. Guyanstone Forest, where I sealed many gods with my spears. After so long, naught but folk tales remain. Osial, you and I were foes, but our ancient grudge is but a bygone memory now. May that which Havria has left behind be yours to subsume. And thus another spark of divinity departs from Liyue.
天気
My
悪
legacy
い。
shall now be left to those who
天
come
気めっ
after
ちゃ
to
悪い。
debate.
天気超悪い。今回に限って超悪い天気。すげえ悪いタイミングできちゃった。天気悪。天気悪。絶対これ景色いいやつやん。すんごい海きれいに見えて。まだいんのそれ
I
先
will
生。
remain here for a while.
あら。
I fear that moments of reminiscence like this can only grow fewer.
これからどうするんですか？
That is a good question. In the past, I might have given you a most specific answer. But now, yes, I suppose I will continue in my role as a consultant at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. But if this journey was to your liking, why don't you come along the next time I am seeking to preserve memories of Leo's past?
OK。ちょっと何言ってるかよくわからんかったけど。そこに宝箱があるけど、めんどくさいな。めんどくさいな。で、1個終わりましたと。こっちやるか。で、OK。キリがいいとこまで行ったので、今度はね、こっちの稲妻の本編稲妻のメインストーリーに行きましょう。稲妻。マジでここ可愛くない？ This place is so cute. かわいい。やば、so cute. Can I add you in Genshin? I'm sorry, I play with only my friend.
Food supplies are the
I'm sorry.
absolute top priority, period. We cannot afford any losses. With the conflict between us and the Shogun's army getting more intense by the day, we must prioritize the stability of the rear guard.
Understood. I will think of a way.
Take heart. We have a fresh batch of supplies in hand, and I'm working on expanding the army. I appreciate that the lack of manpower has been hard on all of you, but things are going to get better.
We're expanding the army? Oh, that's great. Whoever this mystery supporter is, they're doing us a great service. Huh? Teppei, what are you doing back on Watatsumi Island? Might I ask who?
大久保大輔君。
VIP guests of Her Excellency, that's who. I'm acting under orders to escort them both here.
Oh,
和田
really?
摘島。
Wait, so are you the new recruit everyone's been talking about? Strength of 20 men, splits an arrow in twain from 100 paces, skin as hard as diamond. That's you?
That's me?
What's going on with these rumors?
You've come a long way.
大
I'm sure you must
輔。
be here on pressing business, so I won't disturb you any further.
大
Feel free to
輔。
visit me if you have any time to spare. Your Excellency, I'll take my leave.
いや
Your
ー、
Excellency,
稲妻になってから
I
急
couldn't
に
help
名前
but
が
overhear
読みやすくな
Okubo
ったね。
mention something about a third-party supporter? What was that about?
Not long ago, someone wrote to me saying
I'm
that they wish to support the
powerful.
Watatsumi Island resistance effort. To that end, they also furnished us with a great deal of supplies.
ある方。
Thanks to them, we can finally start recruiting troops on the scale we
誰
need
だ、あ
to
る方。
openly confront the Shogun's army on the front line.
それはよかった。
I am not without my doubts about the whole affair. But Watatsumi Island is hardly affluent, and these supplies are a much-needed lifeline for us. The sender's conditions were also reasonable. They simply ask us to dedicate ourselves fully to fighting against the Shogun's army.
あー、あやかちゃんかな。
Whatever other motives they may have, we are at least aligned on this. So let's consider them an anonymous ally.
OK。
Naturally, we shouldn't let our guard down. If you discover anything out of the ordinary, please report it to me at once.
Your Excellency, does this mean that the food at the front line is gonna get any better? I was at the field hospital the other day, and everyone was begging for some barbecued meat.
Don't worry. I've already made arrangements for that. Everyone will have their fill of meat. But to be clear, still no
焼
alcohol.
肉。
That's fantastic.
いいな、焼肉。
I understand how hard it's been on everyone. The Resistance Army's rations have barely changed at all since the Vision Hunt decree was first announced.
焼肉。
I will
やっ
discuss this with the
た。
Logistics Division to see
私も
what
食わ
further
せろ。
improvements can be made. However, our supplies are still limited. I must ask you to remain patient until victory is ours.
When will the Vision Hunt decree finally end?
That's the question. And I'm afraid I don't have an answer. The mere existence of the Vision Hunt decree is baffling. The Tenryou Commission's attitude just doesn't seem to add up, and neither does the Shogun's. The Tenryou Commission's zealous support for the decree seemed to come out of nowhere, and the Shogun seems completely indifferent to the fact that it has effectively caused a civil war. I suspect the Vision Hunt decree won't end until these mysteries are solved. All I can say for certain is that as long as the Vision Hunt decree remains in force, we will never give up our fight. Traveler, to confirm, knowing the current situation facing Watatsumi Island and the Resistance, are you still willing to fight with us?
いいよ。私は諦めない。
Good. Then here is your assignment. I hereby appoint you as captain of the Watatsumi Island Special Operations Unit, Swordfish 2.
メカジキ。
Whoa, what? Swordfish 2?
メカジ
Is
キ。
this the same Swordfish Special Ops unit that I'm thinking of? It's hard enough
Mekaziki
getting into a
って
Special Ops
Swordfish
unit at the
あ
bottom
カジ
rung,
キか。
let alone
そっか。
jumping to captain in one fell swoop.
そうだな。
This is
ソードフィッ
incredible.
シ
Although this appointment breaks with convention, I firmly believe that with your wisdom, courage, and strength, you can lead your team to victory.
ュ。あたぼうよ。
So when do we take up our post?
The members of Swordfish 2 are currently on standby in a valley to the southwest.
南
Ronin
西
have
の
been causing
山
trouble
岳。
down there lately, and we need a special operations unit to eliminate them and stabilize the rear guard. I have already written your appointment letter, which you'll need to show them on arrival. Once that's out of the way, please lead them in ridding the area of Ronin. The Special
Ronin.
Ops unit comprises Watatsumi
Ronin
Island's
なんだ。
elite soldiers. They can be a little rough around the edges, but I have every confidence that you will win their trust.
OK。
What about me, Your Excellency? Any battles you need me to get involved in? I want to make a contribution to the Resistance too.
Of course. I'll arrange something and brief you shortly.
All right! One successful
Is this
operation
place
coming right
supposed
up.
to be like
You may
Japan?
have swiped the captaincy of Swordfish too, but watch this space.
It's like
'cause this guy's
Okinawa.
on his way up.
Okay, sure. Well, be careful out there. Don't push yourself too hard. Well, traveler, let's move out.
うんうんメカジキ。メカジキ2番隊に。うん、多分ね、ここは沖縄で、まあ、ここら辺はわからんけど。そう、沖縄で、ここの城が江戸城モチーフなのかなって感じ。よっ。レッツゴー。あ、ここ綺麗だよな。super cute. Beautiful. 綺麗だ。なんかいる。メカジキ2番隊。メカジキ。普通の人やけど。若そうに見えるな。老兵って書いてるけど。2番隊。よ。
Ah, you must be the new captain of Swordfish 2. Her Excellency briefed us in advance. Your reputation precedes you, and the appointment letter is all in order. But I still have my doubts.
About what?
I'll be straight with you. I want to know whether you have what it takes to lead us.
何
You mean, like, a
拳で
Normally, a duel would be the quickest way to settle the question. But this time, we've got a better way.
違った。
We're stationed here because of all the Ronin causing trouble in these parts. If you can get rid of them for us,
OK。
we'll take that as a
浪
measure of
人
your
殲
strength.
滅すればいいんですね。
All right, let's show 'em what you're made of.
どこ浪人。浪人。オッケー。うわー、すごい訓練してる。鍛錬中のところ失礼します。
Let's get down to business.
Motion to
My blade! Cyclone!
more!
Incinerate!
Freeze!
Don't get frostbite.
こいつから殺す。あ、横のやつから殺したいの。OK。
Okay, seems like you can hold your own. The rumors are exaggerations, of course. But still, your abilities are admirable.
噂はやりすぎな
Allow
ん
me
だ
to
よ。
introduce myself. My name is Kotoku, acting
Kotoku.
captain of Swordfish 2.
珍しい名前
This
ですね。
is Yoshihisa, a fellow
Yoshihisa.
veteran of the team.
ああ、
I now
いい
formally
感じ
cede
の
the
名前ですね。
position of captain to you. Swordfish 2 awaits your orders.
All your characters are tiny compared to them. うん、なんかね、ちっちゃいキャラ多いのよ。They're so tiny character. So many. ああ、OK。まだ他に騒ぎを起こしている浪人はいる？
There are 2 hard-hit areas. This was one of them, but thanks to you, this area is now secure. Their only remaining stronghold is located at the shallows on the east side of the island. That said,
Yoshihisa.
the ones over there are tougher, and there's more of them.
行ってみよ
You got that right. Watatsumi Island is busy fighting the Shogun's army on the front line. We can't let these guys mess up things at the rear.
う。なんか光ってる。おう、生物。なんか原神ってプレイヤブルキャラクターはちっちゃい人多いんだよ。別に私がちっちゃい子を選んでいるというわけではなく、なんかちっちゃい人多いんだよな。ちっちゃい人。これはね、私のせいではなく原神の制作陣のね、こだわりだから。どこ？ここまで行かなきゃいけないの？ワープポイント開けてないよ。このワープポイント開けに行きましょう。よ。お。お野菜取り放題だぜ。あ、なに何ですか平井さん。平井さん。岩田さん。ちょ。いや別に、なんだったんだ。野菜盗んでたのに。I'm only stealing vegetables. あ。I was only stealing. あ？誰かいるけどめんどくさいので無視。香川よ、香川の犯罪。どこだワープポイント。こっち方面だな。なんかあそこでダンスしてるよ。無視。イグノー。あ？どこだ？流されるな。あれ？登れないんだが。オッケー。怖ー。あなたに用はないです。なんだお前は。これ何なの？全部なんか和風になってて可愛い。 おう。プライムの感覚。あ、あそこだ。これ面白いんだよね、これ。見て。これ楽しい。これ楽しい。あれ？冒険ランク上がってんじゃん。なぜ？上げる気がないのにめっちゃ上がってる。あ、あれ取っとこう。よっ。紫水晶。どこで使うのかはわからないけれども、あれか。あの浪人たちをやっちまえばいい。あ、急に。
That's not even all of them. They have 2 more camps nearby. Whichever camp we attack, it's the Ronin in the other 2 camps that'll cause us issues. They might decide to provide backup or abandon them and escape on their own.
じゃあ同時に攻めよう。
But Captain, that would put you in great danger. If we spread our troops too thin, we won't have enough men to guard you. It's too risky.
大丈夫。
Yep, the traveler eats amateurs like these for breakfast.
All right then. We'll deal with them all in one go and rendezvous with you on completion.
いってらっしゃい。あ、カニだ。さっきのなんかチンアナゴみたいなやつ欲しかったのに。
My lucky day.
Incinerate!
Confess!
Motion to compel!
Yeah. How's this? The berry.
またいるじゃん、なんか。
Inadmissible evidence!
Get moving!
This moment will be frozen in time.
おうおうおうおうおう、何も見えない。何も見えない。本当に何も見えない。
Cool it.
おう、シュッ。痛い痛い痛い痛い。やめてください。
Freeze.
え、回復したんですけど。
Incinerate!
Confess!
回復するな。ほら。オッケーオッケー。回復するなよ。
That should be the last of them. You didn't get hurt, did you?
字幕ちゃんがうんこするなようになってんの。中二病、確かに。確かにぽい。怪我ないよ。
Cool. Paimon wonders how everything is going with Kotoku and Yoshihisa.
字幕ちゃんが荒ぶってる
Check
よ。
on them?
Captain,
ん、終わった？
Captain,
よし
the
さ
other 2 camps have been cleared. The entire rear
Oh,
guard of
やるじゃん、
Watatsumi
お前ら。
Island is now secure.
Great. We solved the Ronin problem and got everyone to look after us too.
使ってます。やっ
But
た
what's
ぜ。
next? Let's go back and check with Kokumi.
finally we got it done. These Ronin have been bugging me for ages, but Kotoku wouldn't let us at him until now.
What? No way could you have taken them down without the new captain here. I was putting the safety of the team first. Got it?
Oh, come on. You were just being a coward.
Hey, cut the attitude.
仲良く仲良
These
く。
guys, honestly. Forget them. Let's go.
ここみちゃんのところに行きましょい。その前にちょっと回復しましょう。回復して。あ、なんか瞳持ってた気がするな。あれ？これかわいいよな。一番かわいい。オッケーオッケーオッケ おう。
Catch the wind.
Catch the wind. I like how they change in different areas. うんうんうん。めっちゃ可愛いサンゴ。竜宮城みたいな感じで可愛い。おう伐採しちゃった。ごめんね。勝手に伐採しました。
How was it? Did your initiation go smoothly?
緊張でしたよ。
I'm sure you're playing it down a little. Kotoku and the others put you through your paces, I presume. But with your level of ability, I'm sure it was a walk in the park. Since you're back, I take it that the Ronin are now gone from Watatsumi Island?
はい。
You bet! We sure showed them who's boss!
Good. Now we just need to make sure Okubo keeps a close watch to prevent their resurgence. Thank you. I believe in rewarding merit, so you will be compensated for your hard work. Let me see.
浦島太郎っぽい。
Too soon for another promotion, I think. I could increase your pay.
てっぺいはいないの？
I gave him an assignment. He's taking part in a surprise attack against the Shogun's navy. He expressed a desire to be on the front line, so I honored his wishes.
水軍の方なんだ。
Now, speaking of assignments, I have a special mission I'd like to give you.
A special mission?
Yes. In between Watatsumi Island and Tatarasuna, there are some ruins relating to a god who fell in the Archon War. There are several small islands there, often used as a transit point when transporting supplies.
あの蛇の骨の
Recently,
ところかな。
however, supplies stored there have started to go missing for no obvious reason. Stranger still, the Resistance army passed by and reported they found no signs of danger. I'd like to task you with getting to the bottom of this. It's not urgent, so there is no need to leave immediately. I suggest you take a few days to familiarize yourselves with the army, and also with Watatsumi Island. When Teppei returns, you can catch up with him, then pick a day when the weather's good to set sail for the islands.
Is Teppei really gonna be okay? He has a tendency to dive into action without thinking things through.
訓練営。訓練営ってどこ
But
だ？
feel a little worried about him. Oh, why don't we go wait for him at the training grounds?
She has like a fishtail dress. Yeah. She's very cute.
Long time no see. So, how's Swordfish 2 treating you?
Kokomi
Getting along
is
okay
a
with everyone?
human god. 荒人神。荒人神らしいです。Living God。メカジキにいたい。順調です。
Well, you're in luck, because this seasoned veteran's got a few leadership tips for you. Raising their pay will boost morale, while giving them a few bounties will act as an incentive to go the extra mile. It's also important to maintain strict discipline at all times, and finally... wait. What was it?
てっぺ
What was it?
Wow, where'd you learn all that, Teppei?
I read it in a novel from the Publishing House. It was a long time ago. You wouldn't believe how many dongo it took to convince my friend to let me borrow it.
You're seriously gonna use a novel to tell people how to run an army? Pretty sure that's called being an armchair general.
Ha ha! That's where you underestimate me. That's right. I'm learning military management on the job now. Just like you.
まさ
You better
か。
believe it. Thanks to my outstanding achievements in the recent naval battle, I have officially been made the captain of my very own Special Operations Unit. It's a brand new
じゃん。
unit. Herring 1.
日清。
What do you think? Pretty awesome, right?
日清か。日清
I spoke to
は
Her
すごそう
Excellency
じゃ
and
な
she
い
says our
な。
uniforms are in production. Let's go collect them together once they're ready. I can't wait to put them on. We're really gonna look the part.
ニシンか。Sometimes the camera feels
Everything's
like
going great.
it gets
Our
too
mystery
close
sponsor
to face.
supplies
Yeah.
have really helped turn things around.
Will Paimon get a uniform too?
Of course. You're a recognized member of the Watatsumi Island Resistance.
Captain, a new assignment has come in.
Thank you, soldier. I'll be there on the double. All right, I better go. See you again soon. You
See
better
you,
watch out, partner.
Tepe.
At the rate I'm going, I'll overtake you if you're
ニ
not
シン
careful.
か。ニシンか。
Your dreams, mister.
あんまりかっこよくないな、ニシンは。
I wouldn't be so confident if I were you. I'm at the top of my game right now. This is my time to shine.
まあ頑張りなよ、てっぺい。まあいいやつだからよ。
Paimon's so surprised that Tepe's been made a platoon captain. He must have been working super hard. Let's take a break, then go check out these Archon War ruins.
馬人戦争の遺跡。あらかわいい。あらかわいい。I like Gaia かわいい。どこだこれ。こっから飛ぶか。
Cryo is always
What?
far more effective in the rain. It's
あ
going to get interesting.
ずるすぎやろ、そんなん。そんなことある？わあ！違うの違うの。戦うつもりないです。すげえ追ってくんだけど、あの人たち。怖すぎ。びっくりした。マジさ、ワープした瞬間に雷落ちてくるのダメでしょ。よっ。あーこあーあーあーあーあー怖い怖い怖い。よっ。
Catch the wind.
Catch the wind. デミレイシ。よっ。デミレイシ。デミレイシ。集められる素材は集めておかないと後がめんどくさいと学んだ。ああ危な危ないっていうか当たった今。どこだあれか。もう船乗っていこう怖いから。遠いよ。船出るの遠いよ。怖いわ。ただでさえ海なのに雷ぶち当たってくるのほんと怖すぎ。そう船。
This should be the place. But Sankanomiya was right. Doesn't look like anything suspicious.
これ
is
全部つけ
going
たらいい
on.
のかな。
Could they be hiding? Let's see what we can find.
これ絶
These
対順番ありそうだけど
electro
な。
monuments look a little suspicious.
よいしょよいしょよいしょ。間に合ってない間に合ってないですね。間に合ってないということは
Here,
リサさんしかいないんだよな。全然間に合ってない。おう急げ。間に合ってない間に合ってないね。何か順番があるのかな。怖すぎなんだけど。あそこに雷神の目があるじゃないか。怖っ。やったーキリーン。わあこんなところに刀が生えてる。 どうしたもんか。間に合わないもんね。どうしたらいいんだ？何かを使う？あれは何なんだ？調べるものがない。調べるものがないです。なんかある？石碑とか。どうすればいいんですか？これ何？これやばそうなんだよ。リサさん別に死んでもいいからリサ。わーおわああっぶな。剣塚に触れてどうするってんだよ。Maybe you need to hit from further away? I can't! 無理なんだよな。射程がさ、弓がいたらいいんだけど、弓持ってないから、弓キャラがいないんだよな。雷の。でも本編で配布されてないキャラの使うか？
We're going to hunt.
弓キャラ持ってないんだよな。どうしたらいいんでしょう。弓キャラがいない。なんだったっけ？死にたくない。神の眼差しを渇望するもの。眼差しを渇望するもの。ギミック。こういう時は Google 先生に聞くのが一番。順番があるんだ。ちょっと待って。血を向いて、左から順に。ちょっと待って。おう、消えるわ。ちょっと待って。違う。課金になっちゃった。リサさんだったらいけるな。ちょっと待ってよ。順番があるんだ。危な。怖い。天気悪すぎでしょ。どうしたん今日。オッケー。うわ！ちょ待って。待って。危ない。やばい。リサさんじゃ勝てないって。私の主戦力はレザーくんなんですけど。
What's the hurry? Oh, so sorry.
危ねえ。痛いよ。何これ。痛い。
What's this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't get frostbite. Fracture. Confess. Yeah. Freeze.
危ね
Incinerate!
Bring it on.
え。オッケーオッケーオッケーオッケー。 痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い。
Motion to compel!
あっぶな。危ない危ない。
Glad that's over.
あ
Monsters go? That one was pretty tough.
あ危ないよパイも雷打たれてるけど。
Huge Thunderhelm Lodge trail doing here in the first place? It doesn't make any sense.
弱いキャラにわざわざ変えさせられたんですけど。
Anyway,
ああ
the good thing is that it's over now. We should
Tepe.
probably get going. Huh? Tepe? What are you doing here?
Wow. This is a surprise. I didn't know you were the ones investigating here.
本当危ない
I
ん
just
だけ
got
ど。
back from delivering some supplies to the front line. I figured I'd stop by and clear any threats in this area on the way back.
Are you alright there,
てっ
buddy?
ぺ
You're looking slightly the worse for wear.
I'm fine. It's nothing. I
風
must
邪ひ
have
い
caught
ちゃ
a
っ
cold
た
a couple
の
of。days ago while I was out at sea.
コロ
On
ナ。
my way past, I heard that someone had just arrived on the island to investigate, so I thought I'd come and take a look.
大丈
If
夫そこに立
there'd
って
been
る
some
の。
real danger, I might have had the chance to be the hero. Shame it was just you guys. Guess I came here for nothing.
Tepe, don't you think there's something strange about this place?
Now that you mention it, there is something a little off about it. It could be that the Tatarigami is more palpable here, I guess. We're not that far away from
Orobashi.
Orobashi's remains.
Orobashi?
魔
Who's
人
that?
おろばし。ヘビのやつかな。
A god.
あ
Look,
れか。
there's the corpse
この
over
顔
there.
のヘビだ。
It's a gigantic snake skeleton!
そうそう雷でずっと画面揺れてるのよ。
Orobashi was the one who brought our ancestors from Enkanomiya to the surface. That's the origin of the Watatsumi Island you know today. Our ancestors regarded it as a guardian deity. But during the Archon War, Orobashi invaded Yashiori Island. The Raiden Shogun came out in person and slew Orobashi with the Muso no Hitotachi. That
Muso no
same slash also
Hitotachi.
formed what later became known as Musojin Gorge.
無ソ
The
人
Raiden
ゴー
Shogun created Musojin Gorge in one slash? Wow, that's pretty incredible!
そこ日本語
Yes,
そのままなんだって
The
感じで
Archon
面白
War
い。
was brutal. And Yashiori Island was completely destroyed during that battle. They say the Shogun lost something very dear to her along the way, too. Since Orobashi's death, there has always been some animosity between Watatsumi Island and the Shogunate, but our different beliefs have nothing to do with why the resistance was formed. We only rose up to fight against the Vision Hunt Decree. When Orobashi attacked civilization, Shogun stood up and put a stop to it. But now that the Shogun is stripping people of their ambitions with the Vision Hunt Decree, it's time for someone to stand up and stop the Shogun. Alright, I'm heading back. I was just dealing with some of the Shogun's elite samurai, so I think I'm gonna take a quick breather, and it's on to my next assignment. You should report back to Sangonomiya as soon as possible. Don't stay here longer than you need to. Being around the Tatarigami too long won't do your health any good.
二人神の気配っていうか雷があるんだよ。It is interesting seeing Shogun and Orobashi in Genshin オロバシってなんか元ネタあるの？普通にソロモンのやつ？オロバシ。オロバシ。まあでも魔人って全部ソロモンの名前から取られてるからソロモンのやつかな。ここからお大事に。
Hey, don't worry about.
あら気つけよそこ雷めっちゃ落ちてん
He
で。
sure made some big progress if he's already dealing with shogunate samurai, Paimon can hardly believe it. Let's report back to Kokomi.
うん。怖すぎ。よっ。怖いわ。船乗ってないと怖いわ、あそこ。急になんか雷に打たれそう。あー、死にかけ死にかけ。あったけー。ポンポンポンパッパッパッパッパッパッパンパンパンパンパンパンパンパンパン。ほんとかわいい紫とピンクで。あ、電気ついた。サンゴの宮かわいい。あ、ゴロちゃんじゃん。ゴロちゃんがいる。あー、ゴロちゃんがいる。あー、大丈夫？死んでない？
Kokomi, we're back! Oh, look,
ゴ
Goro's
ロ
here
ちゃん。
What happened? They look so serious.
Approximately how many people
Girl
are
is
exhibiting these
cute.
symptoms?
I haven't had the chance to do a full count yet.
Kokomi, Goro, what's going on?
Recently, some of our soldiers started showing symptoms of accelerated aging.
老化
I
現
called
象。
them in for questioning and found out they'd privately acquired some secret weapons from our sponsor. Most of them are highly ambitious types, vehemently opposed to the Vision Hut decree. They've been
尻尾と
using these new
耳。
weapons secretly since getting a hold of them.
So that's why the war has been going unusually well. But risky secret weapons are not the answer. We must put a stop to it immediately.
老
Goro,
化現象
have
っ
you
てなん
managed to
だ？
acquire one of these weapons?
Well, most of the officers refused to hand them over. Still, I did manage to get one.
Do you know something about this?
ファデュイの邪眼。邪眼だ。
So that means our secret sponsor is the Fatui?
But why would the Fatui do this? Forget that. There's no time. Right now, we need to inform the whole army to cease using their delusions immediately. All soldiers who have shown symptoms are to be taken for treatment. I just hope we'll be in time to save them.
Wait a second. Speaking of soldiers with symptoms,
てっぺい。
no! Surely he can't have.
てっぺい使ってたのかもしかして。
Let's go check on him.
てっぺい。いやもうガイアめっちゃダメージ受けてるやん。やっぱさっきので落下してるやんちゃんと。操作効かなくなったんですって今のは。あ、さっきなんか目取ったな。プレゼントしてあげる。はい。もうちょっといるんだ。オッケー。ぴょーん。あ、長いな。結構遠いな。They have Goro as a character? Yeah, I have. ゴロかわいいよ。ね、ここら辺にこれだ。おう。ゴロ。プリプリプリプリプリプリプリプリプリプリ。かわいいよ。見てこの肉球。肉球。かわいい。 スカラマシもかわいい。
Behold!
スカラマシもかわいいよな。
The wind rises.
いやあとね、ハルザンちゃんね。おう、つかかっちゃった。ハルザンちゃんこれ見たことないなこれ。
Dare to mess with me?
うん。よくわからん。あとこの子もね、かわいい。さゆちゃん。さゆちゃんがね、これ楽しいんですよこれ。これ楽しいんですわ。あー、落ちちゃった調子乗ったら落ちた。ちっちゃくてかわいい。よっと、ここかな。ぴょんぴょん。No, she's human. It's just clothes. It's just her outfit. Kawaii. Ah, she has ears. Human ears. パルザンも耳あるな。ゴロはだから耳がない。He doesn't have human ears. って感じ。いや、リサさんいらんわ。リサさんちょっと抜けてもろて。
We're going to hunt.
ルルン。どこ？
Situation's not good.
ひろゆき。ひろゆき。あ、どこいんだ。これひろゆきでしょ。What's your favorite character? My favorite is Gaia. かわいい。まよし。His cake is so pretty. プリプリしてる。お尻がかわいい、お尻が。プリってしてる。かわいい。ひろゆき。てっぺいはひろゆきじゃないんだよな、探してるの。あれてっぺい？あれてっぺいじゃないな。なんて読むんだお前。落ちる。なんて読むんだお前名前なんて読むんだ。珍しい名前してんな。日本人っぽくないけど。ん？てっぺいどこいんだ？錦のレレ？ちょっと日本人っぽくない名前多いな。漢字は日本の人によくいる漢字だけど、ちょっと名前変わってんね。てっぺいどこいんだ？てっぺいどこ？あ、いるじゃん。てっぺい。
Oh.
爆発になってる。
What are you doing here? Just a moment. Let me get up.
目立っていいです。
It's weird.
てっ
I
ぺ
don't
い
know where all my strength's
老
gone.
けてる。てっぺい
Oh, right. Yeah. I haven't had time to give you the full details. Well, I made a lot of great contributions to the war effort lately. Fighting the Shogun's army at sea, taking on Shogunate samurai all by myself, rescuing my comrades from an ambush. Things I never would have dreamed I could do when you first met me. If only I were stronger still. The stronger I am, the more I can do for the resistance. Wait a sec. Where's my secret weapon gone?
いつから使ってたんだよ。
It wasn't long after you were made captain of Swordfish 2. I met these mysterious people.
ついさっきだ
Said
け
they
ど
were
な。
with our supporters.
つい数
They
分前
gave
の
it
話
to
だ
me
けどな。
and said that as long as I have the will to become stronger, the secret weapon will answer my call.
なんだろう。
It's just like a vision, isn't it? Of course, I've never used a vision, so I wouldn't know the difference.
ファトゥイのコレイちゃんの因縁がある人かな。Yeah, a few minutes later. A few minutes
Delusion.
later.
Oh,
The
God.
memes.
Doesn't sound very good. So, what's the difference between a delusion and a
Five
vision?
minutes later. 使用者の命を削る。お前もう死ぬんだよ。
Well, I suppose it's not too surprising that a mysterious weapon of unknown origins would come with its risks.
てっぺー。
I've been getting more and more tired over the past few days, and I have this strange sense of dread. At first, I'd find I was a little more beat than usual after a battle. Didn't think anything of it. But today, I got back and suddenly my vision was going blurry. This is a real shame. There I was, thinking I was catching up with you. Guess I didn't receive the favor of the gods after all.
てっぺー。
Hey, would you do something for me? When our uniforms are ready, grab mine for me. Bring it back here, and we can change together. What's that look for? Don't worry, partner. As soon as I've rested up, I'll be right as rain. Right as rain, I tell you. As soon as I've rested up.
Tepe,
ファデュイー。許さ
where are
ね
you going? Hey!
え。許さねえ、ファデュイ。てっぺー。ココミさん。あら、ゴーロもいるじゃないの。かわいい。かわいいな。ありえん格好してるけど。急所をめちゃくちゃ敵にさらす格好してるけど。兜って急所を隠すためのものなの。まあまあまあ。
How's Tepe's condition?
ドヤ顔確かにドヤ顔だ。めっちゃ可愛い。ふんってしてる。てっぺ容体が急に悪くなり
I
まし
have
た。
put out the order to seize all delusions. The vast majority are showing some loss of vitality, but nothing serious. Sadly, a few have been less fortunate.
Your Excellency, I'm planning to establish a dedicated field hospital to monitor their condition. The soldiers are up in arms about the ban, though. They know full well what a delusion is, but they still intend to keep using them.
Okay, I'll leave you to deal with the situation. I have to get to the front line. This whole fiasco is certain to be a blow to morale. If the Shogun's army attacks now while we're scrambling to recover, it could well undo everything we have achieved so far. What are your thoughts?
パディの計画を阻止する。
No, it's too dangerous. The Sakoku decree is still in force, so their delusions must be produced within Inazuma's borders. To organize an operation of this scale, they will have had to mobilize a huge amount of manpower and resources. They can't have done it without local support. If we want to stop them, we have to destroy the factory where the delusions are made. But it's sure to be heavily guarded. It's dangerous to go alone. At least take some troops with you.
もう時間がない。
Your Excellency, given the urgency of the situation, we were hardly discreet when confiscating the delusions. The Fatui are sure to take notice. If we spend any longer amassing our forces, they will get wind of our plans and make their escape.
Very true. Let me think. I gave this some thought while you were confiscating the delusions. The side of the factory must be big and secluded, but close enough to a transport route to ensure the supply of raw materials. Not many places meet these criteria, and if we take the locations where our soldiers receive their delusions into account as well, I suspect the site is likely to be the cliffs, near the ocean at the southwest of Yashiori Island. I'm not going to stop you, but please, be careful. We have lost too many courageous fighters already. I don't want to lose you too.
行こ
Huh? You mean to the delusion factory?
う。うん。
Really? You aren't gonna think it over first? Fine.
「走ったけあなんかミッションもらえる。誰だ誰だどこだいた。小牧名字かな。小牧さんこんにちはおばあさん。この先の道を占ってみる気はないか。この先の道を占う。お金いる。そうなんだ。お三上の魂を不安定にしてしまう。はい。その前に手伝い。棒滝棒流村なんだろう。新次会から陸地へ移植し大切に育てた。霊障はどんな災いの中もくぐり抜けてきた。もうとりあえずなんかよくわからんけど受けましょう。はい、水源とりあえずねお話長い。リーユエの人と稲妻の人話長い。これはねサブクエを受けるだけだから。はい話長いよおばあちゃん。あ、ここに祠があったんだ。あ、乗り上げちゃった。すいません。拝んで。オッケー。拝んだ。あそこに瞳があるが、力登るか。何かが燃えてる。何かが燃えてるんだけど。何この41。なんださっきの41って。オッケー。こここれ開いてないからわかんないな。こっから飛ぶか。雷に打たれたくない。
Cryo is always far more effective in the rain. It's going to get interesting.
怖すぎ。雷に打たれたくないな。あれ、私あれ鍵持ってたっけ。 どこだ？あ、これか。これちょっと開いとこう。あ、違った。秘境じゃなかった。あれ、秘境ここじゃないのか。わからんわ。いいや。ジャガンの製造地。あれ、私鍵持ってなかったっけ？怖っ。持ってなかった気がするけど、一応ない。音怖っ。音怖いって。うわ、怖すぎる音。ここに秘境があるはずなんだけど、見逃したかな。下にあるの？ジャガン工場に入る。なになに、どこ？ああ、あった。あ、何もないなんてことある？ジャガン工場。水はないけど、まあしょうがない。回復欲しいか。レザーくんなしでもいいけど、でも雷必要ならベネットにしとこうかな。And I was little, I saw thunder hit my back garden. Oh, scary. そりゃあ怖いわ。おお、こんな家みたいなとこあったんだ。へえ、和風だね。うわ、は、怖っ。パトゥイのお兄さんが取った。ごきげんよう。
This moment will be frozen in time.
Looks like I went too far. This one's well done.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Roasted fried.
You don't want to do this. Truth hurts.
This one's well done.
Confess.
はい。
Fracture. Dodge this.
Roasted fried.
どこにいるのあなた。あなたマジでどこにいるんだ。
This one's well done.
どこに立ってるのあなたは。うわ、びっくりしたお前。
You need to hurry up. This one's well done.
痛いんですけど。痛いです。お前硬いよな。なんなのお前。
So sorry.
Hey, 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 hey.
Get back. This one's well done.
お前なんでそんなめり込んでるんだ。出てこい。こっちに来い。お前。
Everybody stand back.
Bring it on.
You need to hurry up. This was well done. You need to hurry up.
お前はどこでジャンプをしているんだ。ああ。へいへいへいへい。これなんだ。マガタマもらった。これはあ、ここにはめ込むんだ。他の部屋でも探してこいってことね。
So, is this what delusions are made from? So much crystal marrow. Now where have we seen that? Wait a second. Are they getting this from Rito? So the Kanji Commission are...
Be a killjoy. You've only just begun. I see through you. I miscalculated.
お姉さんあとね。お姉さんあと。ちょっと待っててくれお姉さん。
This was well done. You need to hurry up.
はいはいはい。Have you heard of the GENSHIN? あ、聞いたことはある。やったことはない。おう。
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Freeze.
ここにいたいな。回復回復回復回復回復。
Dodge this.
Over here. Let's light it up.
おう。
Fracture. Cool it.
はいはいはいはいはい。
Get moving.
I'm going in. Look at me. Just once more.
Okay. Serum makes me think of Sekiro. ああ、なるほど。電柱間指示。稲妻内戦の情勢はいいものとは思えない。待って。抵抗軍に邪眼を広めるため、戦争を煽り、両指揮官に戦争継続の意思を促す。皆の衆にはネイサン閣下を補佐し、三国宮軍の勝利の希望を打ち砕いてもらいたい。想定外のことがあった場合、ネイサン閣下の脱出を手助けすること。ファドゥイの件は決して露見してはならない。ネイサンなんか聞いたな、ネイさん。誰だっけ、ネイさん。これは邪眼の件に関わる大事じゃねえわ、大事。剣に関わる大事。しかと心に刻むように。ネイさん。
It looks dangerous. We better watch our step or we might get hit.
ご利用し。あれか。普通に次の回があるんだと思ってた。んであれに乗ればいいのか、今度は。エレベーターを見つけるのが下手すぎる。OK。で、ここね。ダメだ。んで、ここか。
Intruder spotted! Do not let them impede the work of the Harbingers. You'll never get out of here alive.
お前が先だ。お前が最初だ。あいつしやがって。
You can't run. Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun. Looks like I went too far. Dodge this.
Let's light it up! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Hey, hey, hey.
Let's end this quickly. Cool it. This is bad.
Let's light it up!
Keep moving!
Hey, 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 hey.
Now this idiot must have a death wish.
あいつ
Don't
は
be
いない。
intimidated. Lord Harbinger will be here soon.
お前が一番めんどくさいんだよ。
Freeze! This world will be frozen in time.
Purging transgressions!
Cool it!
This is Her Majesty's gift!
お前が無駄に火力高くて嫌いなんだよ。
Let's light it up!
Freeze!
This was well done.
Confess!
You need to
こ
hurry
いつ
up.
先にやろう。
Roasted.
Her Majesty. Everybody stand back!
This was well done. You need to hurry up. Roasted.
見えない見えない。端っこに行かないでください。すいません。すいません。端っこに、あまり端っこに行かないでもらえると助かるんですよ。
This was well done.
どこに入ってんだお前は。
You need to hurry up.
Let's light it up! Mirror images.
You need to hurry up.
Out of my sight. Teamwork is dreamwork!
You need to hurry up. This one's well done.
You don't want to do it. Confess!
まだ生きてた。
You need to hurry up.
まだ生きてる。
Roasted fries.
こいつが一番ね、火力も高くてめんどくさいんですよ。
This is Her Majesty's gift!
Cool it!
Off we go!
全然移動しないんだよ、なんだ。
Freeze!
Out of my sight! I'm going in!
Keep moving!
へい、へい、へい、へい、へい、へい。
Let's light it up!
Cool it!
あ
Winter,
あ、ああ、
shall we venture?
いけた。
actually managed to find this place. Congratulations.
スカラマッシュだ。
So, you're another Fatui Harbinger? Like Senora and Child?
Senora and Child. I didn't know you and my two least reliable colleagues were acquainted.
なんだこれは。なんか新しい感じだね。悪とクレを合わせたような。
I'm the Balladeer, number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. Delighted to meet you, oh mighty traveler.
スカラマッシュだ。
So many visitors today. To what do I owe the honor?
大勢。大勢。ジャガンを製造するなんて。
Oh, so that's what this is about. I think you've got the wrong idea. I know how this looks, but I'm just here to follow orders. I'm obviously not the mastermind behind this. Aren't you supposed to be pretty tough? What are you waiting for? Go get them. You're getting all worked up over nothing. Didn't have you down as being so weak.
How can you say this is nothing?
How can you call it anything more? It's the way of the world. Human life is worthless. They were always going to die, with or without a delusion. At least having one gives them a chance to fulfill their ambitions. Do you have any idea how useful the Vision Hunt decree is to us? It took a lot of work to make it happen. Obviously, it was in our best interests. Good news is, our hard work is finally paying off. Generating conflict creates a big market for delusions. Now we just let the promise of power draw in the weak. For just a small price, they get the feeling of controlling the world. Trading their life for supreme power.
Why
Pretty good deal,
he's tiny.
don't you think?
So, the
That's
Fatui
very
started the
sad.
Vision Hunt decree? You've been behind it all along?
From the outside, Inazuma looks pretty impenetrable. But on the inside, it's a land of opportunity. With a little effort, we were able to break them down from within. Eternity stretches things out over a long time. But each moment within it becomes all
very
the more
poor boy.
fragile. Take your friend in the Resistance, for example. There's nothing you can do now. He's a lost cause. Just like a bubble on the water. Beautiful for a moment, then total destruction. The more it takes from them, the more tightly they hold on to it. And the more incompetent they are, the more determined they are to fight it. It's such a farce. You have to see the funny side.
彼は無能なんかじゃない。
Hey, calm down!
That's it. Just like that. Embrace the anger. Embrace it! The wrath of the gods fills this factory, and it feeds on your anger.
What's happening? Get up!
お、ヤイミコだ。
Repeat after me. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Okay, that's positive. Your brain seems relatively unscathed. This is good news. It's just as well, really, with the amount of effort it took me to get you back here. Honestly, it was like you were glued to the ground back there.
Nico? Paimon's been wanting to ask you about something. How come you're acting so differently from when we first met you?
Am I? Maybe it's because I had the other Shrine Maidens leave. Anyway, I've always been like this. People show you whatever side of themselves they want you to see. I know this for a fact. Every side of me is the real me. People just like to define things in all sorts of arbitrary ways. This is a human society. At the moment, anyway. And I'm just doing as I please.
Paimon didn't quite follow.
Study humans a while longer, my little friend. You'll see what I mean.
一体どうやって。
Right! Paimon was so focused on the Traveler that Paimon didn't notice what you did to get Scaramouche off our backs.
What if I told you it was a secret art from the Grand Narukami Shrine, and that I had the balladeer down on his knees, begging for mercy in an instant? Would you believe me? Well,
Maybe you should be worrying less about that and more about how
耳が
exactly
か
you're
わ
going
い
to
い。
thank me. No?
耳が、は
Maybe some of your neural circuitry is less intact than I thought.
誠に感謝申し上げますや、恵美子
I
様。
didn't mean you had to be so formal about it. I need your actions, not your words. The delusions. They're still on your mind, aren't they?
うん。
You needn't worry. The leader of Watatsumi Island took some troops to clear the place out. She's also issued a strict ban on the use of delusions across the whole army. With their stronghold exposed, I doubt the balladeer is stubborn enough to try and retaliate now on his colleagues' behalf. It would be more trouble than it's worth. I must say, I would relish the opportunity to watch the Fatui getting a taste of their own medicine. Well, anyway, that Songonamiya Kokomi, she really outdid herself this time. I'd love to have another chat with her again in person. But alas, belief systems can be such a hindrance sometimes.
A hindrance? Should you really be saying that as the Gucci of the Grand Shrine?
Anyway, I'm only telling you this to stop you worrying so that you can focus on something I need you to do for me.
それが私を助けた理由ですか？
You've met her, right?
あやつ。ライデン将軍のことですか？
I'm not talking about the puppet. I mean her. You've met her, yes?
人形。それって。
Yes. The true Raiden Shogun, who meditates endlessly in the plane of Euthymia to preserve her being. Her name is A.
Are you saying that the one we met at the ceremony was just a puppet? And the real Raiden Shogun is the one that the Traveler met later? And does that mean that when the battlefield changed, so did the opponent?
でもなんでそんなことを？
Because this is the Raiden Shogun's eternity. Before pursuing the eternity of her nation, she had to reach eternity for herself. Since the physical body will eventually turn to dust, she replaced hers with that of a puppet. And since the spirit is susceptible to erosion, she placed her consciousness inside her sword, where she remains in a meditative state, free from all disturbances.
So, that place that she carved open with her sword...
The plane of Euthymia. Essentially, the world inside her mind. A place that typically only allows her existence. She shuts herself off in her inner world, leaving all the affairs of the outside world to be dealt with by a puppet, who has a singular focus on the pursuit of eternity. This is the approach A has come up with for realizing eternity.
まあ、もうは勝利先生が引退した理由の一つ。
You mean Morax? It's been a while since I last saw him. A surprising decision by Liyue's Archon. What a fascinating god he is.
It seems like the Raiden Shogun's approach solves the problem Zhang Li was facing, though.
Perhaps. Or you could take the view that she's acting like a little child, throwing a temper tantrum and locking herself in her room.
Boys.
Don't you think? The grand notion of eternity she once held has long since given way to the eternity of her own definition. And ultimately, her eternity is defined by fear. The fear of loss.
何をすればいいんですか、私は。
The truth is, we are on the same side. You want to save the people of Inazuma from the Vision Hunt decree. So do I. The only difference is that I'd rather like to save this nation and save A while we're at it. The key is that the plane of Euthymia represents A's inner world. Defeat her there, and you may well have the chance to shake the Raiden Shogun's will.
So this is your plan? To abolish the Vision Hunt decree? Not by talking her out of it, or through an armed resistance, but by, hopping inside the Raiden Shogun's inner world?
You're a fast learner. In short, this is the last chance to get Inazuma back on track. Otherwise, an eternity of darkness awaits.
でもなんで私になんでしょうか?
Don't you realize how special you are? Remember, the plane of Euthymia is a space where only she is allowed to exist. The fact that you could appear there tells us one crucial thing. That you have piqued her interest. Perhaps it's because she has never seen an individual who is so unpredictable in the face of eternity.
Has no one else ever been in there?
None. No one has seen the devotee of eternity since she shut herself away. In fact, no one even knows what it looks like in there. Your existence is more than just an opportunity. It's the very key to all of this.
これかわいいな。
To that I say, well done, child. You did not disappoint me after all.
Wait, you're leaving? Where are you going?
Anti-Raiden Shogun training. I've prepared a special
対ライデ
program
ン
just
対ライデ
for
ン将
you.
軍特訓。
Come along.
お、こっちって。いや、結構遠いんですね。一回回復してきていいですか？回復回復。オッケー。まあいっか。とりあえずこの男どもで行くか。上から飛ぶか。いやー、なんかね、このストーリーが一番泣けるここから泣けたみたいなこと言う人、一番稲妻が好きっていう人もいたし、どこだ？そこか。楽しみだな。まあなんかキャラ紹介でざっくりはね知ってんだけど。What story do you like so far? でも全然まだ知らないからな。1章と2章しか分かってない。1章とこれしか知らないから分かんない。よいしょ。よっ。
We're gonna do it here? And what's this mechanism for?
Think of it as a catalyst that can reproduce the Raiden Shogun's combat moves. I made it from my own memory, which means it should be perfectly accurate. Unless, of course, her skills have declined. It'll give you a chance to figure out her moves in advance and come up with a counter strategy.
本当に無料なのか
That should be a
疑う。
big help, don't you think? The aim is to try to not get hit by the attacks. Since you've escaped certain death at her hand once already, I presume this shouldn't be more than you can handle.
Ugh.
無理なんだけど。無理なんだけど。無理なんですけど。
What's the hurry?
どうすんのこれ。わかんない。無理なんだけど。走ったらいいんだ。無理だった。ちょ無理だ。無理ですけど。どうすんのこれ。どうしたらいいんですか？どうしたらいいの？無理じゃね？めっちゃ負傷したし。GENSHIN I think makes a lot of money of people again. Gambling for characters, yeah. うまいよな、やり方が。
Adventure time. Go.
だったわ。
Adventure time.
無理だ。当たっちゃった。
We go. Adventure time.
無理だって。これは無理だって。無理だよ。どうしたらいいの？無理なんだけど。無理だよ。どうなんだこれは。なんだこれは。どうしたらいいんだ。わからないよ。わからないしボロボロだよ。むず。あ、回復できてないし、ちょっと待ってよ。回復できてないじゃん、過ぎすぎて。攻略するヒントを教えてくれ。よ。体力誰が多いんだっけ？レザーか。力歩いた方が早いのかな？変わらんか。飛ぼう。新紫、ハロー、ウェルカム。おう、鳥の上歩いちゃった。よーん。景色がいいなー。うわー、めっちゃ綺麗、城下町。死ぬって死ぬああおお死ぬってあ、どうしたらいいんだ。離れる。近寄らない。まず当たるんか。少し。ああ。うん。ああ。ああ。おお、よかった。ああ、危な。ああ。めっちゃコメントよそ見してコメント見てよそ見して。あー、危な。必殺技ってどうやって回避するんだ。こここれ。ああれ壊せばいいのか。Mama のお母様 go to bed now before mom kills me. I hope you have a nice dream and have a nice day, everyone. Thank you. Good night. むずっ。多分あれ壊さなきゃいけないんだな。持ってた。はあはあはあはあ。おやすみー。 お地蔵様にね、挨拶して。お地蔵様じゃないのか、でもこれ。あれか。街によくあるやつや。川沿いによくあるやつや。あれは。お地蔵様やないわ。ここ神社や。ここは仏教じゃないわ。みこさん、ただいま。また来たよ。ああ。とりあえず一番外にいるよ。うん、これは当たらない。で、これ、こうね。わあ、オッケーオッケーオッケーオッケー。オッケー。ああ、オッケー。あ、待って待って待って。おお、当たるんだ。あ、めっちゃ私外行ってた。おお、オッケーオッケーオッケー。は？え？は？壊したよ？え？何？今のはどうしたらいいんだ？どうしたらいいの？攻撃受けてないよ、だって。ねえ。ねえ、どうしたらいい？教えてよ。何がダメだったんですか？だって攻撃受けてないよ、私。シャツの技を回避する。回避したけどね。当たるか。まあまあまあまあ。ああ、誤差誤差。ああ、誤差誤差誤差誤差。おお、セーフセーフ。これはセーフね。はい。で、どうしたらいいんだ？このコアを壊すんだと思ったんだけど、違うのか。だってあれ生き残る場所なくないですか？どこにも場所がないからあのコアを壊すんだと思ったんだけど、違うのかな。わからない。調べます。I Google it。原神雷電将軍。原神雷電将軍の特訓。
Doing detective work means you gotta walk the walk. No, I mean literally. I need to search high and low for evidence.
逃げ切ることが目的。必殺技。オブジェクトを破棄しよう。必殺技発動までにオブジェクトを破壊。ギリギリの範囲でなるほど。じゃあ多分まずレザーくんじゃない方がいいな。まず後期キャラにして これで行ってみよう。であー危ない。見づら。くくくくくく。で、コアが出るから。あ、いけた。いけたいけたいけたいけた。ギリギリあそこにエリアがあったんだ。ああ。きつかったです、普通に。
You mean me? Perhaps it's because I'm the Electro Archon's familiar.
What? Like Devalin is to Barbados? Huh. Never would have guessed by looking at you.
It sounds like you'd be more persuaded if you saw me in my fox form.
キツネお姉さん姿。今がキツネお姉さん姿じゃん。キツネ姿に興味がある。見たい。
In your dreams.
ひど。見たいだけなのに。
More curious than my appearance is the fact that she and I don't see each other anymore, wouldn't you say? A nation to last for all eternity is a dream that she and I both share. But I don't think that's the same thing as complete stasis. At some point, she started going down a path that became increasingly difficult for me to join her on. You know, A never said goodbye to me before she stepped into the plane of Euthymia. Perhaps it's just my wishful thinking, but I think she did this deliberately, as her way of keeping our friendship eternal. By neither saying goodbye nor seeing me again, our relationship will remain forever how it was. In her mind, at least.
独りよがりだ。
Since we've embarked on two very different paths to eternity, I can either continue to maintain the status quo or do whatever it takes to bring her back on track, regardless of the cost. I have chosen the latter because if stubbornly isolating herself in the plane of Euthymia is her idea of eternity, then my duty as her eternal familiar is to drag her back out of her own head and into the real world.
Aw, Miko, you sound like a really great friend.
I'm only telling you this so you can properly understand my plan. Could you possibly spare the sentimentality for the time being? Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. Time for Anti-Raiden Shogun Training Phase 2.
There's a part 2?
Part 2? Oh, no. 頑張るぞい。Wow. よりによって炎。
Let's light it up.
うざい名前。
Everybody stand! Boom boom!
Freeze! Bring it up to me!
痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い。
Incinerate!
Can't fool me!
あ、こっちは簡単だ。こっちは簡単だ。こっち簡単でした。 ああ、ごり寄せた。
Finally done. How did we do?
You did quite admirably. I could see your determination and your hard work.
So, do you think we're ready to beat the Raiden Shogun now?
How do I put this? You're no match for her at all.
Wait,
なんだって?
So all of this was a complete waste of time?
You are the most important part of the plan. I know what I'm doing. You don't think I'd leave you with no chance to win at all, do you? Speaking of, Traveler, what do you think of the Resistance Army's chances?
ライデン将軍の相手ではないな。
You're absolutely right. Perhaps they occasionally best the Shogun's army in open battle. But when they face the Raiden Shogun herself, considering even their visions have been taken from them and embedded in the statue, they're ultimately quite helpless.
You don't have to be so blunt. The Traveler's the captain of Swordfish too, you know.
全部痛い痛いだったな。
I don't
字
mean
幕
to
ちゃん。
belittle them.
字幕
On the
ちゃ
contrary,
ん。
it is precisely because of their helplessness, because their visions have been taken from them, that their will is all the more precious. In short, if everything goes according to plan, they may yet prove to be helpful.
計画って一体何ですか?
Goodness, is that the time? I have another guest to receive today. We can talk more back at the Grand Narukami Shrine.
All of a sudden, you're entertaining guests? Hyman's really struggling to understand how you work.
計画通り一旦回復していいですか?
Weather is not bad today. Oh, crud. I jinxed it. Now it's bound to rain.
はい。よき。
Okay, we can talk here. You asked me about the plan. In fact, I've been mulling it over for quite a long time. Before one makes a plan, what is the most important thing one must do?
Don't know. What is it?
You
What is
must
it?
understand the situation you are facing. The Vision Hunt Decree was obviously devised as a means of manipulating the Shogun. The ones behind it knowing full well her susceptibility as a puppet, with a single-minded focus on eternity.
ファディです。
Yes. This is the strongest piece of evidence we have to go on. Now, we also know that every aspect of the Vision Hunt Decree's promulgation and execution has been enthusiastically spearheaded by the Tenryo Commission from the outset.
Ayaka was saying that every time they submitted a petition against the Vision Hunt Decree, the Tenryo and Kanjo commissions would veto it straight away with no negotiation.
天領奉行にファディがいると。感情はどうなんでしょうね。
Yes, it's all too clear that both the Tenryo and Kanjo commissions are in
どっ
some
ちも
form
なん
of
だ。
collusion with the Fatui. Foolish humans, blinded by their greed. Thus, the current situation is that our Fatui antagonist is still at
style.
large, has the two rogue commissions wrapped around their finger, and is distributing delusions from the shadows. Unfortunately, given that said antagonist is under the protection of two commissions and the Raiden Shogun, we would be rather hard-pressed to track them down.
So, what should we do?
It will be easier for us to start with someone from Inazuma. So my plan is to incite rebellion in the Tenryo Commission.
Rebellion? What are you talking about?
謀反だ
After
と。
everything you just said, it sounds like the Tenryo Commission has rebelled already.
When I say rebellion, I don't mean betraying the shogunate. I mean inciting a certain someone to betray the Tenryo Commission. If we manage to convince her, I'm quite sure we'll be able to get you another audience with the Raiden Shogun.
その人は誰ですか?
I'll give you a clue. She's currently in charge of the Shogun's army. She visits the shrine at this time every month, and she is our guest today. She also appears to be standing right behind you.
Kujo-san.
Don't move a muscle. You've got some nerve showing up here in the shrine when there's an active warrant for your arrest. Don't even think about trying anything. Surrender now. You're coming with me to headquarters. Seize her!
Affirmative.
Kujo-Sara!
この感じでサラなのかっ
It
こいいよ
seems
な。
that you're forgetting. This is the Grand Narukami Shrine. Use of force here is strictly forbidden. Before you proceed, which of you would like to face criminal charges for dishonoring the Shogun,
Ugh. Guji-ai, please tell me you are not sheltering a wanted criminal here.
We are just friends. I don't see what sheltering has to do with it. Tell your subordinates to leave. We have things to discuss.
All of you outside.
As you wish.
東義孝さん。東。珍しい名字だね。
Guji-ai, I'm a little curious. Does it not also dishonor the Shogun to hide a wanted criminal at her grand shrine?
You're the same as ever, Kujo-Sara. No one can match you when it comes to loyalty to the Shogun.
As a servant, loyalty to the Shogun is my duty. And as a warrior, I dedicate my life to following the way of the Shogun.
Even though she will one day seize your vision too?
The Vision Hunt Decree is the Shogun's chosen course, and I shall not question it.
Huh. It's tragic. Such wholehearted devotion rendered meaningless by circumstance. Have you been kept in the dark? Or are you the only one left in the light?
Lady Guji, I need you to be direct. Tell me exactly what you mean.
The Vision Hunt Decree is a trap. Part of a Fatui plot to bring Inazuma to its knees. And your masters, the Kujo clan of the Tenryou Commission, they're the ones keeping the truth from reaching the Shogun.
You're saying the Kujo clan betrayed the Shogunate?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Guji-ai, your allegation is not only dangerous, but ridiculous. The Tri-Commission has served the Shogun since ancient times, and remains absolutely loyal to this day. Ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan, I have seen and heard nothing but pure devotion toward the Shogun. At every level of the Tenryou Commission, especially from the head of the clan, Kujo Takayuki. He reveres the Muso no Hitotachi more than anyone. My own respect for the Shogun pales in comparison to his. How could he ever even dream of acting against the Shogun?
3 days. Come back here in 3 days and I will show you the evidence. As a Guji, there's one thing I know very well. People believe whatever they want to believe. Some things you do not see, simply because you do not wish to look. And so, it falls to me to place the truth before your eyes, in all its ugliness.
3 days? I'll be here. But if I don't see any evidence, I will demand a formal apology for slandering the Kujo clan. Also, she will have to come with me.
Wonderful. Then I'll see you in 3 days. I look forward to it very much.
That was so scary! Paimon wasn't expecting to run into Kujo-Sara here. But, Miko, you mentioned evidence of the Tenryou Commission's betrayal. Is that all in hand and good to go, or...?
Why are you always asking so many questions? Of course not. I just had to say something because I clearly wasn't convincing her.
Aww.
Unexpected.
As plans go, changing the deity's mind is a huge gamble to begin with. We can't expect to be in control of every last detail when we're facing off against a god, can we?
Okay, but what are we gonna do though? We only have 3
耳がかわいい。
If we want to get our evidence, we're going to need some help. Now, come with me. We must awaken the professional.
Oka. Sketto. 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 ん？誰かいる？お、あそこにキラキラがある。あー、さゆちゃん。
That toy Tanuki just turned into a human! What's going on?
そう、ジブリっぽいよね。かわいい。
Not a Tanuki. I'm a Mujina.
ムジナ。あ、ムジナなの。
I'm so tired. If I don't get enough sleep, it'll stunt my growth.
Is this the professional you were talking about? She doesn't look very professional at all.
She is a member of the Shiumatsuban, a genuine, bona fide ninja.
Oh, wow! A ninja? So was that one of those legendary ninja transformation techniques? Anyway, what's the Shumatsuban?
It belongs to the Yashiro Commission, a secret unit under Kamisato Ayato. Now, Kamisato Ayato and the Yashiro Commission are neutral parties, so I have no right to give orders to the Shiumatsuban. However, convincing their most chronically lazy member to help us is well within my abilities.
サボってんだ。
Here's what I need you to do. Go into town and find evidence of the Tenryo Commission's betrayal. It would not be appropriate for me to be seen there myself.
You make it sound so simple, but...
証拠って一体何ですか？
Oh, I thought you would have figured it out by now. All right then. I'll indulge you with a little more information. For a complete outsider, probing the inner workings of the Tenryo Commission is nigh on impossible. But since the three commissions work together to serve the Shogun, they have a close relationship. Someone from one of the other commissions might have an easier job of figuring out what they're up to.
ヤシロブ、違う、シャブ
Now
業。
you're following me? The Shogun's army haven't given up on their search for you yet, but with the help of this Shiumatsuban ninja, I'm sure you'll be able to rendezvous with your friends. Don't forget, we're on a tight schedule here. Be sure to bring back the evidence in good time.
Yes, sir. いなくなった。なんかちっちゃい神社みたいになってんだ。かわいい。ここめっちゃいいよな。ここから鳥居が続いてってっていう。タヌキ。かわいい。これどこまで続いてんだろうな。これ上まで続いてたりするんかな。わからん。オッケー。ここに行きましょう。犬は日本犬じゃない犬がいる。外来種だ。小杖さん、平八さん、ラムゼイ。ラムゼイか姉さんじゃないの。いやー、なった柴犬。 ボーダーコリーみたいな見た目してる。あそこにアイテムあるじゃん。ワンちゃんついてきてる。ワンちゃんついてきてる。かわいい。はいけどなんかここに焼き鳥？芝だ。ちょっと違うけど芝。あれここら辺のこれか。アイテムじゃなかったや。残念。Okay.
Toma, you there?
Toma.
We're back.
What brings you here?
Toma.
Did you meet with the resistance? How's the battle going? Is it safe for me to come out yet?
Not just yet. We saw people patrolling on our way here.
So, it's still not over. I guess you came here because you have something to discuss?
Yeah.
I'll get someone to call for Miss Kamisato. Bear with me for 1 second.
お嬢、頼んます。畳の上靴で上がってんのマジで許せないんだけど。
I see.
畳の上靴で上がるなみんな。靴脱げ。
I understand. You need evidence of the Tenryo Commission's betrayal. Let me think. Now that you mention it, there is one thing that has always concerned me. The Shogun's army has been at war with the resistance for a long time now, but not once has the Shogun ever inquired about it. I used to think that she simply didn't care, but looking at it now, perhaps the problem all along has been with the Tenryo Commission's reports to the Shogun.
What do you mean?
The Tenryo Commission presides over domestic military affairs. If they ever had any intention of concealing information in their reports, we would have no way of knowing. Meanwhile, the Shogun would incorrectly conclude that the Vision Hunt decree poses no threat and would stick to her decision. If we had access to their reports, it would confirm everything.
But as I recall, the only person authorized to access that kind of official documentation is Kujo Takayuki. It's heavily guarded too. Even with Sayu's help, swiping a document from under their noses is no easy task.
If only there was a way we could distract the guards just for long enough.
3色団子あった？注意を引くのなら。
Yoimiya's fireworks!
That's a very Toma-sounding suggestion. But it's a reasonable one. The statue of the omnipresent god is right by the Tenryo Commission. If someone set off fireworks near the statue, they certainly wouldn't ignore it. While they were preoccupied with that, Sayu could infiltrate the Tenryo Commission and take the report, as well as any other evidence she might find.
Great! It feels like I'm getting closer and closer to being a free man again. It feels like it's been an eternity since we last sat down and talked like this.
団子でかっ。おにぎりもでかっ。まあ、卵焼きはまあでかくてもまああるか。
Well, it certainly felt like it to me. I've been looking forward to seeing you again every day since I got here. This tea house used to be my favorite hiding place, but now I've honestly lost track of how long it's been since I last set foot outside of here. Oh man, I want to go to the hot springs so badly.
Poor Toma.
Let's focus on the issue at hand. The sooner the Vision Hunt decree is abolished, the sooner Toma will be free.
He's a leader
of this
shop.
We'll celebrate properly when it's all over.
なんだろうこれ。茶屋。
Let's play the hot pot game
カフェ？
You're still thinking about that?
The Tenryo Commission is heavily guarded. Be careful when you get near. Let's meet back here afterwards.
Alright.
Not gonna lie.
First, let's go to Hanamizaka to find
The dog is the leader. ちゃんと店主って書かれてるから。ほら、木漏れ茶屋店主。 オーナー。太郎丸。あ、ごめん。太郎丸。すんげえ喋ってんな、なんか。重盛。重盛じゃねえわ。信盛。重盛は違うわ。平の重盛だ、それは。兵士。こっから飛びましょう。よいみやー。どこだっけ、あの家か。あ、いるじゃん。よいみや。あ、看板じゃないです。また、しゃぶじろう様に報告します。じゃなくて、よいみや。看板じゃなくて、よいみや。
よいみや we need an extra large firework. The super duper big kind.
Extra large firework? You sure came to the right person. As it happens, I made this really souped up one just a
ごっ
couple
つええ
days
もん
ago.
が作れたんですか。
But it's so powerful that I haven't found anywhere I can test it out yet. Huh, may as well give it to you.
ごっつええ
Let me know how
花
it
火。
turns out. Don't forget, move well away from it after you light the fuse, and try to avoid burning your clothes. Also, it's best that you cover your ears.
Why does Paimon feel so nervous all of a sudden?
Don't worry, it's just a firework. Come on.
Shiba.
What's the worst that could happen?
We'll give it a try. Thanks, Yoimiya.
Thanks.
Well, we got our distraction. Now we just need to wait to...
深夜になーれ。コンピンコンピンコンピンコンピンコンピンコンピンコンピンコンピンコンピンコンピンコンピンコンピンコン投げーよ。
You! The war.
What? 違います。ガイアです。セピロス騎士団なんで全然関係ないんですけどね。いや、セピロス騎士団だって。お前は全然仕事してないな、それ考えたら。下から行きましょう、じゃあ。時々仕事してないやついるのが面白い。
Pretty much how I thought. There are loads
お
and
尋ね
loads
者
of
なのに
people.
逃がすだけなんだ
If
な。
one of them spots me, I'll get caught. We need to get rid of them, or I won't be able to sneak
こんな深
inside.
夜まで特訓してんだな、誰か。ユイミヤを信じるしか
After
な
I
い。
get the document, let's meet back at Komari Tea House, okay?
Okay.
Also, if I do get caught,
これなんて読むんだろ
please come rescue
う。
me.
それがし説かな。
It's really a good idea. Anyway, let's make our way to the statue. Careful does it. Watch out for guards and don't get caught.
説説なんだ。いやー、very cute ninja。花火を打ち上げる。よっ。
Firework is this? By the look of it, Paimon's ears are gonna get blown off. Oh, Yoimiya.
茶屋に戻
You're
る。
officially nuts. Uh-oh, they're all coming this way. Quick, run!
お
Stop! I have orders to.
What kind of firework is this? By the look of it, Paimon's ears are gonna get
こんなんあったんですか？そんなん知らなかったんですけど。無理だって。ちょっと無理なんですけど。無理なんですけども。無理なんですけれども。どうすれば。落ちたんですけど。落ちたんだよな。落ちた。落ちたんですけど。帰ってきた。
Well, how did it go?
うまくいったんじゃないですか。花火に火をつけて逃げてきました。
Well done. Let's wait for news from Sayu.
Sayu ちゃん。
I know exercise helps you grow, but this was a little too much exercise. I feel so dizzy. Everyone is spinning. No, I can't sleep yet. There was something important I was supposed to do first. Oh, right, yeah, I got it. I didn't know how to find a document you guys were talking about, so I just swiped a whole bunch of stuff that looks suspicious.
全部持ってきた。
Here you go. I'm going to sleep now.
おやすみさよちゃん。こんな深夜にごめんね。
What are we looking at?
This sealed envelope must be an official report that the Tenryou Commission is preparing to present to the Shogun. In addition, we have correspondence with the Fatui. It seems that Gujiae was right. They have been fomenting unrest behind the scenes. This should be ample evidence. Please take them to Gujiae. I trust she will have a plan for the next step. I will also gather some people to try and root out the rest of the Fatui in Inazuma.
Still, mind yourself when you face the Shogun. I still get goosebumps just thinking about her drawing that blade.
Again, we'll just have to trust Gujiae. She is close to the Shogun, so maybe she will have a way.
If Paimon remembers correctly, it should be time for a meeting with Yaimiko soon.
今さっきなのに
Things and get ready to head to the Grand Narukami Shrine.
OK 行きましょう。愚虫と愚遊。愚虫と愚遊か。
Lady Guji, here I am, as promised. Rest assured I came here alone and told no one about this trip.
I knew you would keep your promise after all. I'm sure you've barely been able to take your mind off it these past few days. Have you managed to get any sleep at all?
You're quite mistaken. I would never doubt the leaders of my clan. So, where is your proof?
ここです。
Ah, how wonderful. Everyone's keeping their promises today.
Oh, you wouldn't believe what we had to go through to get our hands on this stuff.
Hand them to Sarah. She can examine them for herself.
What is this? I see this document bears the official seal of
稲妻
the
の
head
空
of
に
the Kujo clan, and it doesn't look like a forgery.
今読み上
I
げ
don't
てる。
understand.
ちょ
Not a single word about the resistance, Sangonomiya, or the situation on the front line.
なんか飛ばしたよ。
What about the soldiers who gave their
手紙
lives
読む
on
ん
the
かと
front
思ったら。
line, or the hardship endured by the people? Do they deserve no mention? Utter disregard for human life. Why would they want to hide it?
For the sake of the Vision Hunt decree, of course. Don't you think the Shogun might reconsider her policy if all of the things you just mentioned appeared in this report?
So, the Tenryou Commission, they are deliberately deceiving the Shogun?
Yes. Now, who else do you think might be benefiting from the Vision Hunt decree?
ここに手間紙が。
This is a
ございますよ。
letter from the Tenryou Commission to the Fatui. The head of the Kujo clan kept this a secret from the Shogun too.
Well, the things you wanted to see but also wished not to see are here before you. Surely, you aren't planning to turn a blind eye to them?
So everything I've ever held on to, it's all... How could they? Ugh! This betrayal is unforgivable! Takayuki, you've got some explaining to do!
Kujo-Sara seems pretty angry, huh? Looks like our Tenryou rebellion is successfully underway.
幕府軍もこれでしばらく指導者がいなくなった。
Yep, let's catch up with her.
Hold on, traveler. There's something else we need to discuss.
英語だとただトラベラーになるんだな。わらべ。
Last time you entered the plane of Euthymia, it was in front of the statue of the omnipresent god, correct? You must find a way to recreate the circumstances of that day. If you can get the Raiden Shogun to open her heart to you once more before the statue of the omnipresent god, you will have the opportunity you need.
最善を尽く
Take
しま
this
す。
with you as a farewell gift.
What is it?
The omamori from the Grand Narukami Shrine are very potent indeed. I thought I'd put one aside for you.
ありがとうございます、お守り。
If you find yourself at your wit's end, take it out and see what happens. Maybe your prayers will be answered and all your problems will disappear in the blink of an eye. Or if you ever think about me during your journey, take it out, won't you? Who knows? Maybe I'll just end up appearing right in front of you.
Cut it out, Fox Lady. This isn't the time or place to be poking fun at the traveler.
I'm sorry. Well then, time for you to face my hopeless fool of a friend. I'm counting on you.
任せろり。さっきの手紙なんて書いてあったんだろう。どれだ。ああ、もう渡しちゃったからないのか。ないのか。お守り。これ違うな。違うもんな。ないわ。奉行所。また連れ戻されたら泣いちゃうんだけど。Are you looking for the お守り？お守りじゃなくて上層文。さっき一瞬表示されたけどストーリー進んじゃって諦めたやつ。
You followed me here? You've got guts, I'll give you that. Since you are a witness, I suppose I can shield you from arrest. At least until I have received an explanation from Takayuki. But if it turns out that you have been deceptive in this matter, then not only will you be arrested immediately, but you'll also be charged with one more crime. Do I make myself clear?
どっかにあるわ。望むところ。
Good.
Master's orders.
なんだ、なんかあんのか。
Apologies, ma'am. Orders from the top. No one is allowed to enter.
Out of my way! I need to speak to him. I won't tell you twice. Flash!
どこを殴ってんだよ。
I must battle formation. Get them.
Inadmissible evidence.
Confess.
やっぱ風現象楽しいな。みんな仲良く並んじゃって。どうしたの？みんな仲良く並んじゃって。
Motion to compel.
Cool it. Don't get frostbite.
Don't hold back. Allow me. Bring it on.
ちょっとこっち来てくんない？遠いわ。
Keep moving.
Incinerate.
Watch your step.
Wrap up a flame.
Fracture.
We gotta freeze.
Who goes there?
Motion to compel.
Strike first.
Cyclone.
I dare you.
Truth hurts. Hey.
Let's light it up. Teamwork is strength.
Show me what you've got. Take this.
ん？どこ行った？
Soldiers, keep moving.
でかいやつどっか行っちゃったんだけど。あ、いたわ。お前だよお前。
Glory to the shogun. Why do they never miss?
My bravery.
Cyclone.
へいへいへいへい。
Invisible evidence.
I won't forget this.
Everybody stand back.
いた。
Fracture.
あ
Stop! Sarah, have you gone insane? How dare you disregard my orders?
How dare you! なんか畳変わった配置の畳だな、なんかなんだこの畳
Master,
なんじゃこりゃ。
Hello,
Kitty さん。
Don't let him intimidate you.
Master Takayuki, I've seen the report to the throne and the letter to the Fatui. Please, tell me why.
So this is how my documents went missing from headquarters.
なくしたの気づいてたん
You
だ。
stole them.
Should I take your words to mean that these documents were not forgeries? They were really penned by
畳
your
の
own
上で
hand.
靴を履くな
Please。tell me, Master.
真っ
I need
黒
to
にな
know.
るぞ。
Has the Tenryo Commission really betrayed the shogun?
畳真っ黒になるって。
Yes, I have dealings with the Fatui, and yes, the report you saw was penned by my hand.
靴脱げ。
The diplomats from Snezhnaya promised
こ
a
こは
very
いいけ
generous
どさ
reward indeed.
畳
And
は
all they requested of me in
汚れ取れ
return
ない
was
から
to
や
see
め
that
な
the Vision Hunt decrees upheld. For too long, the Kujo clan's position has been coveted by so many. There is no shortage of clans who would tear us down at the
一
first
畳とかの概
opportunity.
念ないな。
So, when the
畳のサイ
chance
ズが
arose
全
to
部
gain
違
the
う。
backing of another powerful nation and crack down on our enemies at the same time, it appeared to me to be an excellent deal. I simply saw no need to inform you, Sarah.
But you worship the shogun. How can you betray her after all this time and act like it's
畳
nothing?
のパターンがなんか。 あんまり
How
美
can
し
you
くない。
call this a betrayal? The Fatui may think they are using me, but the reverse is true. What could they possibly hope to achieve? When the lightning strikes in Inazuma, they shall fall to their knees and tremble, paralyzed by fear and trepidation.
敵に力を送っているの
None
に
can contend with the supreme power of the almighty Raiden Shogun and the Muso no Hitotachi.
無双の人たち。なんかいい翻訳なかったの、無双の人たち。無双の人たち。なんかあるでしょ、翻訳。人たちとかさ。人たちが日本語のままとかわかるけどさ。なんかなかったんかな。ライデン将軍を裏切ったんじゃないんですか。
He doesn't worship the Raiden Shogun herself, but her power as a warrior, especially the Muso no Hitotachi. In fact,
Hitotachi.
he seems to be way too into it.
But Master, what about loyalty? Ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan, you taught me the importance of loyalty from servants to their superiors. But it's clear to me now that you wanted my loyalties to stop with the Kujo clan.
スパイダーマンの顔
So
み
you
た
were
い。
scared that I would betray you one
スパイ
day?
ダーマンの顔3つ並べましたみたいな。
Preaching about virtue just to mask your own
無
wretched
双の人
selfishness.
たち。
Selfishness? I am but safeguarding the eternity of the Kujo clan. I'm quite sure the almighty Shogun would be sympathetic to that, as would the former head of our clan.
Hate to say it, but his ego is getting in the way. If he thinks the Kujo clan is a match for the Fatui, Paimon thinks he's in for a nasty surprise.
このまま話してもやらちが開かない
I
よ。
doubted the Vision Hunt decree in the past. I asked myself, is this truly the correct thing to do? Even though it goes against what I know in my heart to be right. But I chose to obey the Shogun. For as long as she leads the way, who among us is qualified to judge between right and wrong when we have not yet reached the end of the path? But now I realize that the path of eternity is one without end. While this path, it has long since been defiled by your selfish ways. So I'm going to tell the Shogun the truth about all this. If nothing else, my conscience will be clear.
Stubborn and futile. Report to the Shogun if you so wish. The Kujo clan's position is now unshakable, and nothing you can do will change this. The Shogun is at Tenshukaku receiving a Snezhnayan diplomat, a harbinger by the name of Signora.
Signora!
Signora's the one behind all this? Not her again! Way back in Rito, Lady Hiragi said something about the Kanjo Commissioner meeting with an arrogant-sounding woman. We should have known.
A diplomat from Snezhnaya? Well, if she thinks she's leaving Inazuma in one piece, she's got another thing coming.
Sara stormed off! Do you think she's gonna go barge into Tenshukaku right now?
私たちも淑女に借りを返さないと。
You can say that again! Alright then, let's do this!
はい。回復していいかな。回復してくる。あれ、あいついなくなったなって多分思われてるけど。一回ね。やっぱ回復って大事だからさ。いや、これシニョーラ戦になっちゃうのかな。やってみっか。多分シニョーラと戦うことになるから。ああ、死んでる的なね。 ああ、死んでる。シニョーラって炎だっけ？あれ、シニョーラって何なの？何が起きたんだって倒れながら言ってる。起きな。一応火力積んでいくか。どの元素が来てもなんとかなりそうな感じに。お前は休んでるだろ。おい、なんて読むんだお前の名前。コク。つよしか。つよしじゃないかお前。うーわ。シニョーラ。なんか汚いな、この畳も。なんか汚いな。
The way people charge in here as they please. So uncivilized. If I didn't know this was Tenshukaku, I might have mistaken it for some kind of street market. Have you learned your lesson now?
乳首見えそうやで、お姉さん。
The right to punish
乳首見え
Inazuma
そう
for
や。
their
乳
crimes
首
is
見えてるや
mine
ろ、こんな
alone.
ん。
Not yours, Signora. Then I apologize, Almighty Shogun.
父でかすぎて垂れてるやん。
I know. You can't get me out of your mind. But you really don't need to call my name all the time. Don't go thinking I'm surprised to see you here. I'm well aware that you hate me, with the way you follow me around like a dark shadow.
裏で邪眼を広めるなんて。
So you came to expose my crimes in front of the Shogun? I'm just a Snezhnayan diplomat. I'm afraid I have no idea what you're talking about.
She doesn't take us seriously at all.
神の目を失った人々
Stop
のため
talking
に。
about people and things that I care nothing about. They were nobodies to begin with, and their names will be forgotten. But now, at least, they get to be building blocks in the grand revolution to realize eternity. Is that not the greatest honor they could hope for in their tiny little lives? Almighty Shogun, do correct me if I'm wrong.
見えすぎでしょ、ここ。将軍。ウエンティの神の心も
That's
返せよ。
ancient history. You certainly love to hold a grudge. The Tsaritsa's dream is the noblest and purest thing in all the world. These other mundane details you insist on mentioning, they're just necessary sacrifices.
絶対乳首見えるってこんな服。気になっちゃうそこが。
Stop me.
ちゃんと服を着てくれ。
For what it's worth, I've grown tired of seeing you around as well. But I didn't have you down as someone quite so foolhardy. Before you go saying something you can't take back, remember that you're Inazuma's most wanted criminal. I suggest you consider your circumstances very carefully. Charging into Tenshukaku uninvited and lecturing me in front of the Shogun wasn't the brightest move. Don't you think it's time you stopped digging? I'm not sure you realize quite how much distance there is between us, both in status and in strength.
I challenge you to a duel before the throne.
Proceed. My, you're full of surprises today. So you've learned to make the law of the land work for you too, I'll admit that I never expected to be in a situation where the two of us were on equal footing. You are aware that the loser must die. Are you sure this is what you want?
Traveler?
Then I will deign to share this last dance with you. Till death do us part. A lesson on harbinger power and elegance? As you wish. Let's light it up! Detestable! Confess! Tactless rodent!
あったけー。
Into the frozen void!
I taste blood.
Freeze!
寒すぎて草。寒い。いや、自分から来てくれたわ。Hey, hey, hey, hey.
Into the frozen void.
Okay.
Adventure time.
Tactless into the frozen void. Let's light it up. Detestable.
Teamwork is
寒いねー。
Detestable. Confess. Dodge this. Don't worry. You've got some nerve laying your hands on me. Harbinger power has become burdensome. I will manifest my destiny anew. Await my emergence and tremble, traveler. You have reason to be afraid.
死ぬ死ぬ死ぬ死ぬ。
Dodge this.
ご飯を食べましょう。死ぬ死ぬ死ぬ死ぬ。OK。一旦ね。ファイヤーでいいや。寒さをどうにかして。これ殴ればいいのか、もしかして。
Cool it.
寒いねー。これか。待って待って待って、これ取らなきゃいけない。
The pale flame smolders. The Tsaritsa's benevolence has no place for transgressors.
Hey, hey, hey. Wow. あった。炎になった。オッケー。これで寒さは気にしなくていいのね。 読めない。読めない。オッケー。一回ね、やっぱご飯って大事だからさ。一旦ね。
Pale flame, lay waste to frozen shell and witness my suffering. In fires of sin and retribution, your soul will be incinerated.
Dodge this.
今度は熱いのかこれ。
Embrace your
熱い
searing
ね。
reckoning. Yeah.
Freeze.
熱っ。
Get back.
Hey, hey, hey.
Immolation. A cherished agony. Do you feel it? Yeah.
熱っ。
Embrace your searing reckoning. Not every wound will heal.
Get moving.
I'm going in.
Cool it.
Not every wound will heal.
Dodge this. Confess.
Yeah.
Freeze. This moment will be frozen in time.
Embrace
熱い
your
熱い熱い
searing
熱い熱い熱い
reckoning.
熱い。
All must burn.
熱い熱い熱い熱い熱い。熱い熱い熱い熱い熱い熱い熱い熱い熱い。熱い熱い熱い。
Bring it on.
Let's light it up.
Dodge this.
Yeah. Teamwork is dreamwork.
Don't push your luck. Cool it.
Not every wound will heal.
Get moving.
Embrace your searing reckoning.
ほうほうほうほうほうほう。熱いなあ。
Come, put up a fight.
あった。
Dance, my pretties. Yeah.
You're getting on my... Truth hurts.
オッケー。回復しよう。そろそろね。ねえ。熱い熱い。
Freeze. Don't get frostbite.
もうちょっともうちょっと。もうちょっと殴ればいける。オッケーオッケーオッケー。最後にちょっと使ってみた。オッケーオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケー。
But how?
オッケーオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケー。刀長っ。抜けるのそれ。あ、でもおっぱいから抜くから大丈夫なの。
I am a Snezhnayan diplomat. You know what happens if you lay a finger on me, swear. If you strike me, I will make sure... The Fatui will make sure that your precious Inazuma... Stop! I order you! And you! Filthy rats! All of you! You are the enemy of eternity. But as the victor, I acknowledge your honor.
Signora!
Therefore,
she died.
I shall allow you to leave Tenshukaku alive.
The Raiden Shogun isn't gonna let us off just like that, right? Oh, the air feels so
何もできない。カメラしか動かせない。
Raiden Shogun's almightiness.
すごいゆっくり歩く。淑女が死んだ。
One strike from the Shogun and now Signora's gone. She got what she deserved, but Paimon still can't help but feel upset. Why are they doing it? Why are the Harbingers collecting all the no-seeds? Huh? Traveler, you got a headache? Cheers. Let's get out of this place. Paimon feels unsettled.
ねえ。危ねえ。こんな連打させられるんだったら、させられるって知ってたら。無双の人たち。
Also, when the Shogun executed Signora with the Muso no Hitotachi,
なんか
unbelievably powerful.
バグみたいになってる。
It seems impossible to defend against. And if so, we've got no hope
Asakura.
whatsoever of defeating her in combat.
読めない。凡字みたいな感じ。八重美子の計画。
So, to recap, Yaemiko wants us to go back inside the plane of Euthymia by the statue of the omnipresent god.
カメラだけはどこでも向ける。
But we'll be like lambs to the slaughter, won't we? Maybe we could put this plan on hold
くるくるくるくるくるくるくるくる。Looking up.
Aha! Paimon can barely breathe.
OK。こういう時にね、
Are you okay?
キーボードが2個あると便利ですね。外の音がうるさい。
Sounds like there's a lot of noise coming from outside Tenshukaku. Has a fight broken out or something? Oh, the guards seem really nervous. Well, let's go see what the situation is, shall we?
Ah, Goro! Kazuha! Deka!
There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow.
Ah. 2つ目の神の目。ああ。持ってる刀がしょぼいのに。弓が先手切って走っていくなって。みんなの神の目が。 恥ずかしい。
So we meet again. Indulge my curiosity. What is the reason that I find you
キリがい
standing
いと
here
ころで終わ
before
り
me
たい
once
のに
again?
全然めちゃくちゃ進んでしまう。
will shelter those people? Or was it simply a means of seeking an audience with me?
ハディが誘導した。
Oh? Surely you didn't rouse me from my state of eternal meditation only to tell me this. If so, then you underestimate me. I am quite well informed about the Vision Hunt decree.
外のことも知ってるの?
Not so. Only everything that pertains to eternity. The Vision Hunt decree has my tacit approval. The Fatui's actions thus far do not constitute a threat to eternity. Otherwise, they would have been purged long ago.
稲妻の民はたくさんのものを失ったじゃないですか。
Individual ambition is inherently incompatible with eternity. What you might not realize is that all too often, people have far more to lose by chasing their dreams. Consider this. No one will lose their life on account of having their vision taken away. Rather, those who have lost their lives are the ones who insisted on pursuing their own aspirations, are they not?
てっぺい死んだの? え? てっぺい?
Traveler, your existence is unique in my eyes. There seems to be limitless uncertainty in you. To put it another way, you are the furthest thing from eternity. So, I won't insist that you comprehend the meaning of my actions. What matters is that I tread the path of eternity on my people's behalf.
ここは将軍の一身浄土。あなたの意識で構成された空間だよね。
That's right. Huh. I'm surprised you understand it so well. Anyway, you're looking for a chance to shake my will, aren't you?
エルツレスさん、こんばんは。もう言葉は意味がなさそうだ。直接この手で論破する。手で論破。え、もしかしてこのまま戦闘入ります？ 大丈夫ですか？
Well then, you who would defy eternity, time for you to enlighten me.
え、待って。
Excessive yearning leads to inevitable destruction.
もうやめだ。
Strike dead.
ちょっと待ってよ。そんな。
I will mold you into the foundations of eternity.
This moment will be frozen in... Confess!
This ends now. Strike dead.
What's the hurry?
Lightning falls on the land of eternity.
あ、これだ。無理なんだけど。無理。先生が悪いって。先生が悪いんですけど。無理だよ。どうすればいいんだ。これは本当に勝たなきゃいけないやつなのか？
Evasion is futile.
Cool it.
どうしたらいいんだ？これに効かないんだよ。
This ends now.
Keep moving.
Why do they never miss? Don't worry, I got this.
全然攻撃入ってないし。これって本当に勝たなきゃいけないやつ？
Instabilities will be removed.
ねえ、無理だよ。 無理なんですけど、これは本当に勝たなきゃいけないやつなんですか？前回そう思ってさやってたらさ、全然勝たなくていいやつだったからね。全然さ、だって入らないの攻撃が。これ本当に勝たなきゃいけないやつなのかな。だって攻撃入ってないもん。ほら、多分勝たなくていいやつだ。よかったーよかった、無駄に素材使わなくて。生き延びればいいやつだ。明らかに攻撃入らなさすぎだもん。
Miko, this was your doing? Now. Don't forget who taught you how to place your consciousness in objects. Surely you don't think your ambition alone is enough to shake A's will, do you? Though you alone are here, they too have ambitions, which they long since entrusted to you.
おー、かっけえ。
Close your eyes.
いっぱい聞こえる。すごい、なんかちょっと日本語っぽい感じの文字なんだ。あ、ちょっと日本語っぽい。おお。メガリレーを廃止してほしいです。What? ああ、復活してる。
Dodge this.
This won't complete your shadow. Adventure time.
またこれ勝たないといけないんですか？
Sever. All desire can be broken.
おいら近接だからさ。
This is just my.
おう、いくら負けても復活する。すげえ。殴り続けてたらいつか勝てるぞ。
All will be severed. Your verdict is decided. Let's light it up. Your verdict is decided.
これ向こうなんだ。
This one will be frozen in time. Confess. Dodge this.
All will be severed. Everybody stand back.
当たってへんし、これ向こうやし。癖で撃っちゃう。無理だ。せっかくこれつけたのに。はい。
Your verdict is decided. All will be severed. I'm going in.
Push your luck. That was
unexpected.
This world, a fleeting shadow.
いや違うんだって、これじゃない。
Cool it.
Why do they never miss? Teamwork is dreamwork. Your verdict is decided.
Freeze.
おお、
All will be severed.
どこ行った？すぐどっか行っちゃう。ああ、すぐどっか行っちゃうんだから。 間違えた、向こうなんだった。向こうのことをすぐ忘れてしまう。
That's gonna hurt in the morning.
All desire can be broken.
よいしょ。あ、はいはいはいはい。ここね。
Dodge this.
All will be severed.
Why do they never miss?
Confess.
This world, a fleeting shadow.
Oh, so sorry.
もうちょいもうちょい、頑張れ頑張れ。もうちょいもうちょいもうちょい。
Freeze.
Let's light it up.
Cyclone.
入れない。ああ。ああ。
You've lost,
いけた。
eh?
Yes, I have.
Why can you not trust your people and in the power of their ambitions? These ambitions have transcended space and time. They are something that no one can snuff out.
人々が全力で進むとき、神の予想すら超えることができる。そして神にとって変わることさえも。
Is this the lesson you learned from your journey in Liyue?
そうです。
There are nations where humans cast their god aside and stride forward. So are we to just abandon the notion of progress for the sake of wishful thinking?
You and I have both witnessed the great loss that progress can bring. Eternity. Eternity is the only way. When lightning flashes, it casts a shadow. My name means shadow. With my blade, I purged all obstacles to progress. And yet, something was lost with each step forward.
殺す。おお、百鬼夜行。
In the end, I even lost her. The tales are still retold in the shade of every thunder sakura. But the wounds left on our nation by that terrible loss still ache. Never stop searching, even if only for a brief flash of light. If nothing else, we have the present moment. She said that once. But I've seen a nation stride forward and lose everything to the heavenly principles. Perhaps only if time stands still will the lightning's glow never fade. The present moment is a fragile illusion. Only eternity can bring us closer to the heavenly principles. I am no longer the shadow. Mine is the most supreme and noble form. Let power over the realm be vested within me. In this form shall I honor my subjects' dream, for a land of eternity, unchanging forevermore.
The heavenly principles. Irrelevant nonsense as far as I'm concerned. When all's said and done, all you really want is to protect your beloved Inazuma forever and ever. Isn't that right?
That would be something of an oversimplification.
But is this nation worth existing for eternity? Stripped of ambitions, stripped of the potential for change. It does nothing more than simply exist. It is a hollow shell of a nation. I wonder what loss would it really be to anyone if such a nation were destroyed?
Miko, retract your words. Never changing eternity is the promise I made to my people.
But what your people need from you is not your promises. They want your attention. Your divine gaze.
You mean visions? Humans have a lifespan of barely 100 years. They cannot afford to bear any extra losses. But I have experienced it all. That is why I have chosen to guide them along the correct path toward eternity.
But eternity is far too cruel a fate for you, eh?
For me?
Not only have you stopped paying attention to the world, but you have stopped paying attention to yourself. It must have been terribly lonely here, all alone, for centuries on end.
But it is necessary.
You will miss much by refusing progress. You seek to prevent loss, but have you considered all you are losing by remaining here in stasis for all eternity? You are obviously lonely, and yet for the sake of eternity, you choose to stretch your loneliness out to infinity. Tell me this. Why is the sky here that was once so dark glowing again? Why now? This is your plane of euthymia. It's your inner world. So it can only mean that you are happy to see me again. You have found the loneliness here unbearable for a long time now, haven't you?
I have nothing to say to that.
But I have so much to say to you. Let me tell you all that has happened over the last few centuries.
How long will that take?
As a Fox envoy, I have an excellent memory. I recall every detail of the last few centuries with perfect clarity. So it will probably take me another few centuries to relay it to you.
Miko, I never thought I would have the chance to meet with you like this again. Seeing you again is a change to eternity. And a very nice surprise.
Since you are willing to admit that, I suppose that means we can still be friends?
Yep. What a childish conversation this is. Anyway, now that I have been defeated by you and your plan, I will honor your wish to abolish the Vision Hunt Decree. But, with regards to eternity, and the question of whether this nation should move forward, I need time to give it some thought.
You are the one who's been acting like a child from the very beginning. As promised, the Raiden Shogun abolished the Vision Hunt Decree. Finally, her people's wishes penetrated her locked heart. Beyond the plane of euthymia, she saw what eternity means in the eyes of the world. When one's fervent ambition burns brightly, the gods will cast their gaze upon you. Some ambitions have the power to heal wounds, to bring victory, to inspire hope.
Neko-chan!
But some ambitions
Kazuha no tomodachi.
Outlive their masters long after the soul ascends. They remain as they were in the beginning.
Teppei! Teppei ga shinjatta.
And true. For all eternity.
Teppei. Nani?
So what do you guys do in the Raiden Shogun's plane of euthymia anyway? Is the Vision Hunt Decree abolished?
あれパイもいなかったっけいなかったわ、そういえば。人々の願いが届いたんだよ。
Oh, gotcha. Paimon was super worried, you know. So, maybe the reason Yaimiko is looking for us now is because she wants to thank us. Let's go find her.
そういえばいなかったわ。なんか、パイモンっていつもいるもんだと思ってるから。ヤイミコ ここの神社すごい裏に行きにくいんだけど。よ。
Why, hello. If it isn't the triumphant traveler. And why might you be visiting the shrine? A sign of piety, perhaps?
You literally told us to come meet you here!
I was just joking. I've been waiting for you.
Seems like someone's in a pretty good mood.
Mm-hmm. Catching up with an old friend I hadn't seen in years was truly delightful. By the way, I heard that you had a duel before the throne, with a Fatui Harbinger no less.
シニョーラも死んじゃったよ。
Courageous and astute. I must say, I am most impressed.
不意に思いついただけです。
Defeating Signora head-on in a duel means that your strength exceeds my expectations. Still, you did end up victorious. I gather congratulations are in order.
Sure feels good to finally thwart the Fatui plan for once. They caused plenty of trouble along the way, but at the very least, they didn't get their hands on another Gnosis.
Wait a second. Did you say Gnosis? As in, the little thing that looks something like a chess piece?
Yep, that's the one. You've seen one too? Gnosis belong to the Seven. They're what keep them connected to Celestia.
Oh.
What's wrong?
I handed that over.
You did what now?
Well, how else was I supposed to save your skin from the balladeer exactly?
神の心って何の働きをしてるんだじゃあ逆に。
The balladeer is number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. In terms of strength, he is superior to Signora. I'm not the kind of person who risks life and limb for any old reason.
For once, Paimon just does not know what to say.
でもなんでミコが神の心を？
After A created her puppet vessel, she no longer had anywhere to put it. As her erstwhile closest friend, A handed it over to me, and I've kept it in the Grand Narukami Shrine ever since. She no longer needs the power of the Gnosis, and in any case, she tells me she has severed ties with Celestia. Thus, the Gnosis became not only useless, but also a potential source of conflict. Is that not a good bargain, exchanging it for the one at the core of the plan? Judging by the results, at least, I dare say I struck a good deal.
When you put it like that, Paimon has to agree. The Traveler is worth more than a Gnosis.
どうりでその後スカラマシを見なかったわけだ。
Well, what's done is done, and Paimon hardly thinks we'll be getting it back now. Let's leave the past in the past. So anyway, you still haven't told us why you called us here today.
It's to thank you.
Really?
You intend to travel all over Teyvat, and the time has come for the Inazuma leg of your trip to come to an end, has it not?
全然してない
As a
ですけ
mark
ど
of my
ね。
gratitude, I will answer any
全然
questions
稲
you
妻
may
は
have
探索
about
して
the
ない
road
な。
ahead or the events of the past. What would you like to know about?
人形の将軍について。
That puppet was built with technology that has been lost to time. Perhaps she, as a god, is the only one privy to the knowledge of its origins. Still, there's one other thing on this topic that I suspect you may be curious to know. Before A began modifying her own godly form, she took it upon herself to create a prototype puppet.
So, you mean there are 3 Raiden Shoguns?
No, the prototype was merely a proof of concept. Its appearance and intellect were not based on A. It was a test. The original plan was for A to simply discard it. But perhaps A thought this to be too cruel, because in the end she chose only to seal the power within it. Later, this puppet wandered Inazuma as an ordinary human male with his own consciousness, until the Fatui took an interest in him.
Not the Fatui.
これね。
Some eccentric geniuses in the ranks of the Fatui made adjustments to the prototype, not only unsealing his power, but very likely rendering him even more formidable than his original specifications.
まさか。
The object of divine creation is now the one who has taken possession of the Gnosis. And the prototype puppet is now known as the Balladeer.
What a crazy story!
It is, isn't it? Who can say whether it's coincidence or destiny?
Yeah.
I'm surprised an outlander like you is aware that there was once a change of Electro Archon. Few citizens of Inazuma are aware of this.
Morax told us. He said that the Electro Archon Ball has passed away.
Yes. The truth of the matter is that there were two twin gods, Baal and Beelzebul.
Twin gods?
They won the Archon War together, and when Baal established the shogunate, Beelzebul became her Kagemusha, or shadow warrior. In other words, she acted as Baal's body double. Beelzebul is A, with whom we are now both acquainted. Baal's name was Makoto. As far as the world was aware, there were not two, but one. They complemented each other, and they ruled Inazuma jointly, so there was no need for the public to know the truth. In fact, the name Baal and the title of Raiden Shogun was understood to refer to both of them. Right up until...
Until what?
Makoto died several hundred years ago in a war that I was not personally involved in. Since then, A has assumed the shogunate.
Losing her sister must have been super hard on A.
数百年前の戦争。もしかして感類やの。
That was when A began to change. Makoto was her greatest loss.
Paimon feels like she understands A lot better now after finding that out. So what kind of god was Makoto?
I didn't spend a great deal of time with her, but my impression was she was a gentle god, who in each moment cherished the beauty of what was before her.
Wow.
Okay. お兄ちゃんについて教えてください。
Sorry, I haven't a clue. I'm also unfamiliar with the god you describe. But if you still have doubts about A, I would say they are misplaced. Not only does she not fit your description, but she voluntarily gave up her gnosis long ago, severing her ties with Celestia in the process.
そうですね。
That's good to hear. Otherwise, given that I'm her familiar, it could have made our relationship rather awkward, don't you think?
Don't worry. We aren't looking to pick a fight with you.
I wish you the best of luck. May you soon discover the truth behind it all. As for your brother's whereabouts, I will use all the resources at my disposal to investigate it, and I will also borrow some of Ayato's people from the Shiumatsu-ban. I'll let you know if I find out anything. Consider it part of my means of thanking you.
次の旅の地点について教えて
After
くださ
leaving
い。
Inazuma, I think it would be easiest for you to go to Sumeru.
Sumeru.
Sumeru! We've run into lots of
Sumeru
scholars
なん
from
だ。
there on
ス
our
メール
journey
じゃな
so
くて。
far.
Yes, well, Sumeru is the land of the god of wisdom, where the quest for wisdom and knowledge is never-ending. But their obsession gives rise to some truly inexplicable things. For example, in Sumeru, knowledge is holistically managed as a resource.
Knowledge
Oh.
is a resource?
落ちた。
Yes.
Oh.
I don't know whether it was the sages or Lesser Lord Kusanali who came up with the idea.
クラクサナリデビ。
Lesser Lord Kusanali? That's a cute name.
Oh, you haven't heard. Lesser Lord Kusanali is the deity in whom the people of Sumeru place their faith. It's their chosen term of endearment for her. I'm sure you must have some things to discuss with her too. I wish you all the best.
ありがとう。
Are you sure? Okay then. Oh, traveler. Do you still have the omamori I gave you?
も
Keep
ちろん
it。safe. Is that all you intend to do with it? There was me thinking that you might hang it around your neck to show off to the world, telling everyone who inquired that it was given to you by none other than Yai Miko, the wise and
守り胸にか
beautiful.
けるのはちょっと恥ずかしいかな。
Mind would do that.
Okay, I'll stop. Now, a question for you. Traveler, what is your ambition?
お兄ちゃん見つけること。
I see. But that is merely a small goal, based on what preoccupies you here and now. Your ambition should be something that transcends the world below and the starry sky above. Something that shines in unison with fate itself. Perhaps the reason you do not possess a vision is that such an ambition has yet to be engendered within you. It's a
動かせた。
possibility.
そういえば。
Continue on your journey, and
Wow.
maybe that moment will come to pass.
ガタガタガタガタ。信用ないか、まだ。やったー。おー。なんだこれ。また別のアニメになりましたね。いやー、いいストーリーでした。いやー、めっちゃ良かったね。よ。いい感じのところに立ちそうかじゃ。多分ね、ここストーリーでしか見てないから、ちゃんと見せれてない。よ、なおえ。これね、ここいいよね。いいよな、ここ。おう、シッ。よし。ここで終わろうかな。めっちゃ楽しかったわ。めっちゃいい話やった。いやー、プリッティー。かわいい。っていう感じで、長らくお付き合いいただき、ありがとうございました。一気読みしたな、ストーリー。めっちゃ面白かった。いやー、こちらこそ、Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. 字幕ちゃんは暴れてますけれども。こんな感じで、めっちゃ面白かった。またね、スメールとかも順調にストーリー読めるように育成しとくんで、またね、今日のね、韓国語の勉強の配信の予定だったから、韓国語の勉強は来週に回そうと思います。という感じで、またスケジュール決まったらツイートしますので、また来てくれると嬉しいです。Thank you, thank you. てな感じで、お疲れ様でした。4時間。ほぼ4時間。お疲れ様です。Have a nice weekend! Thank you, thank you. お疲れーん。バイバーイ !See you next time! バイバイバイ。